No.
Yo, what's going on, YouTube? Hey, you know we can't do the Barbie laugh, so we have to start with a laughing intro. Shout out to Barbiegirl Tina. Yeah. We're about to go in on this reaction. Dammndee beef interviewing Barbiegirl Tina. The fourth episode of Surviving Queen 15. And of course, I'm going to give my commentary. I'm going to give my thoughts. There's definitely parts of this story that I definitely did not know about because, shoot, it's coming from her perspective and she was paying attention to the stuff, you know, being a moderator and being the one that was attacked. At this time, I was still behind the scenes. I was still watching Bus Life from the perspective of a bushwatcher. I never really typed a lot in the chat, you know what I'm saying? In the times that Barbiegirl Tina was talking about in this video, and for most of it, I was definitely a bushwatcher, man. And I wasn't a moderator, so, you know, I didn't see what was going on, right? So it was a different perspective. So it was very interesting to hear some of the stuff that Barbiegirl mentioned from her experience of, you know, surviving Queen 15, the egg body, the witch. You know what I'm saying? As I so rightfully call her. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. And for all of my beautiful ladies out there, good morning, gorgeous. And to all the dogs, salute to the dogs, man. Salute to the broskies. You know what I'm saying? Gun salute, man. So let's get it. Let's go.
Gina. Woo! It's been a ride, huh?
Yes, it has been. Way more than what I expected or never knew was coming. Never knew this was coming. Never in a million years I thought this was coming at all.
So where do you want to begin? Let's just start it all from the beginning. First, introduce yourself for those who may not know. You can give everybody a little brief introduction. You know, tell them your channel, what you do on your channel, who you are, where you're from.
And shout out to Nightbot. Shout out to Nightbot. What's going on, Nightbot? I see you.
Broad Cup, you know, all that good stuff.
I'm past Triple D.
Wait. We're not just gonna act like we didn't hear you say that, Barbie. You're past Triple D. Damn. Okay. Let's continue. Shout out to the past Triple D ladies. You know what I'm saying?
They always ask me that, so I just always had the sentence filled in. It's past Triple D, sir.
Yeah, she ain't trying to tell them how much past Triple D. She's like, it's past Triple D. So, you know, them some big juggers, right? Mm-hmm. There goes that laugh. That contagious laugh. I'm just going to let you know we are going to be laughing a lot in this stream just because Barbie laughed, all right? I'm going to just let y'all know this, okay? Period. So get used to it.
But oh my goodness, you guys! I don't even know if I even said this before, but anyway, I'm Barbiegirl. I got the name Barbiegirl from when I was, you know, growing up and started out. Daddy in Georgia was rich.
Oh, and of course, you know, fair use. This is for educational and entertainment and documentation purposes. I'm also a victim of Queen 15. I'm also a survivor of Queen 15. All right, shout out to my girl Kev's Butterfly, doing her favorite thing in the world, skating and listening at the same time, so she's in the bushes. Shout out to you, Kevs. Happy Sunday to you, love. That's what's up. Appreciate you. Let's go.
And so I had a convertible. So they used to always say I was Barbie in a convertible. So they always call me Barbiegirl when I was in high school, and moving forward, still Barbiegirl now as an old hag.
There we go. We got Barbiegirl Tina.
Old hag. Barbie, how old are you? Type it in the chat if you're listening. Old hag. What's going on with Barbie? What you talking about?
Where you from?
Right.
Where you born?
Where am I from and born? I'm from Michigan. Lived in Michigan. Then we used to come in the summers. We used to come to Georgia for the summers, and then eventually I moved down here as an adult.
Now you in Cali, right?
Now, Barbie's a very detailed, storyteller. So yeah, we're going in today.
No, D, you always say that.
I don't know why I think you in Cali.
People always think I'm a Cali girl. People always think I'm a Cali girl.
Yeah, you in Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
I know why they think you're a Cali girl, Barbie. Because you be going off. Stupid motherfuckers. You be going off, Barbie. So they be thinking you from Cali. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, I'm in North Atlanta. I'm in the suburbia, like they call it Metro Atlanta. But yeah, I'm not in like the city of Atlanta where all cool stuff is and all that. I'm in like I live like 50 minutes away from like downtown Atlanta. I'm like an hour almost away. So I'm like basically like 30. I don't know if you ever heard of Lenox Mall.
Shout out to the ATL.
I'm like 35 minutes. I'm like 35 minutes from the Lenox Mall. So I live by the biggest mall in Georgia, called Mall of Georgia. They built the biggest mall in Georgia.
If you ain't subbed up to my backup channel, make sure that you go sub up. Shout out to Nightbot for dropping them links. You know what I mean? We got my baby Faith Cuba in the building. I love you. I love you. I love you. Hey, Faith, you already know, man. Do what you gotta do. You ain't got. I just want to see you one time in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I hope everything is good with you and the family. You know what I'm saying? I hope everything is good with you. Stay up. You know what I'm saying? Stay in good spirits and hey, keep winning. Love you, baby. Love you. Love you.
And it's called Mall of Georgia, so I live near there. So, but yep.
How far are you away from Paulding County?
Oh God, where Sister T's at? That's probably like 2 hours or something, 3 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah.
Have you ever got a letter from Paulding County?
Have I ever got a letter from them?
Yeah.
No.
Nah, you ain't never get no letter, no knock on the door, nothing like that, because there was some rumors going around, somebody was gonna do something to you, but they ain't do nothing to you.
That's a lie. Oh, Russell Red said you're in Lawrenceville. Russell, Lawrenceville's only like 25 minutes from me. What the hell is Russell talking about? He said, damn, Barbie, you far. 25 minutes is where Lawrenceville is from me, Russell. I'm in Beaufort, Russell, Grandpa.
Shout out to Russell.
For Barbiegirl Tina.
Yes.
We are here to talk about your story about Miss Regina Bryant.
Oh,
Where
man.
were you the first time you ever heard of Regina? How did you hear about Regina?
I was an innocent little newbie in Kwame Brown's chat.
Yeah, let's talk about it. God damn it.
Mind my own little business, never have.
Oh, before I continue, please remember for those who, want to support the channel, of course, the main way to support the channel is to make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all share the stream. Tell a friend or tell another friend or tell some more friends to pull over so we can all watch and enjoy the show. And if it happens to be that we all be friends, hey, that's what's up. You know what I mean? So yeah, tell them to pull up, man. Tell them to pull up. We out here. We gonna have some fun on this one. Outside of that, the donation links are pinned at the top. We are not yet monetized, so there's a PayPal direct link, and there is the anonymous link. All right. So for those who want to support in that way, hey, we welcome it, and thanks in advance. Just let me know in the chat if you do support in that way. All right, let's get it.
Touch the mere mortals of YouTube. I never really contacted or talked with anybody, like in a conversational format. It was one of my first times, and it was because the COVID started, right? And so we were all at home. So I was just sitting there doing nothing. I just started looking around on YouTube and came upon this stuff.
So it was during the COVID time you ran into KB chat, and
yeah, they looked around that right.
Shout out to Miss Ann. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, Miss Ann. Thank you so much for giving me a listen. I really appreciate everybody's time. I don't really look at it as just a small thing. You guys giving up your time to actually check out the content. So I appreciate that, Miss Ann. Thank you so much.
A little bit before it got started, a little bit before. It was like I was off and on a little bit.
Oh, and I'm live on both of my channels. So for those who can't see Miss Ann comments, that's because you're not on the backup channel. I see you, Miss Ann, Kev's Butterfly, and Fake Keep over there. Yeah, shout out to y'all on the backup channel. Let's continue.
And then the COVID thing happened, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then you're right.
Right.
Yep. So I found Kwame's channel came to my feed, and I was like, "What is this?" And it said Kwame Brown Bust Life. I said, "Bust Life? What is this busting life about? What happened?" So I clicked on there.
What is this busting life about? Yo, she's funny.
And it was this guy talking about, wanting to give back to the kids and wanting to do shoe drives and donate, helping people with their small businesses and things like that. So I was like, that's pretty cool. I like to help the little kids with shoes and stuff and donations and all that.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
So now I was not there early on. I was not there when Skinny was on stage, or when what's the other guy's name? Johnny Blaze. I wasn't there when Johnny Blaze and Skinny took the actual stage of Kwame Brown. I was there after they signed up basically to come to the shoot. I was there about a month as he was driving to the.
What? Now that was interesting to me. I never knew that Barbie wasn't there like from the jump. Man, for me personally, I was watching all the smoke. I was watching all of those things. So as soon as KB made his first response video, I got a notification. It came up on my feed. You know what I'm saying? Because it was associated to all the smoke. So it came up on my feed. So I was there from the jump. I was just in the bushes, like for real. Nightbot ain't gonna do shit. And it's a superwoman in this chat. She's a mod. Hey, Nightbot, chill, bro.
The shoe drive. So while Johnny Blaze was driving to the shoe drive, I was just coming around. So that's how we got to know Skinny, because Skinny was the secondhand man helping Kwame out with the shoe drive, because he was coming in that area, and Skinny was going to be there recording and all that. And I didn't know who you were. I just remember once or twice Kwame posted you up there and said that you were helping some kids with some backpacks or something. So I was like, oh, that's cool. I was like, he's doing a back to school thing with the kids. And I was like, oh, okay. And it just always kept you in the back of my mind. I was like, oh, there's another YouTuber, helping the kids and doing this. So I was like, all right, maybe I'll stick around and see what's going on. And
yeah, I didn't know Dammndee until I didn't know him until KB, kind of highlighted it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know a lot of you beautiful people until, coming across KB's channel. So it's definitely been a blessing. Shout out to all the beautiful ladies out there, man, that watching now and that will watch the replay. You know what I mean?
Everything seemed great. Everything was normal. We were all getting along. Everything was fine. I was there in the chat the day that Regina typed in there. When Kwame made the announcement, someone's missing a phone, and anybody that may have that phone, get in contact with us at whatever, and let us know if you have the phone. And that's where I remember Regina was like, "Oh, I have the phone," and she wasn't on voice. She wasn't on voice yet. She was just typing.
So you was there. You witnessed it yourself. That Regina was in the chat.
Yes.
And you seen Regina say, "Oh, I have your phone."
Yes.
Wow.
Now that's significant. I think outside of Barbie and I think Jewess said that she saw it too, right? So, but I don't think Jewess went in as much detail as Barbie.
And then it was message after message. I will definitely be in contact with you, sir. And I've got your information. And sir, just it was Sir Kwame this, and yes, sir. And I will. And it just sounded like the sweetest, older woman, sweet older woman, just helpful. And I'm here to do anything to help you guys out, and I'll help you with anything you need, and blah blah blah. It was just all this extra, warmth, coming from her,
So how do you feel about that? What is your theory? Just your theory, just your opinion about how do you think she obtained the phone? Just your opinion.
My opinion, my opinion now versus what I thought at the time.
Okay, tell me what you thought at the time and what you think now. Both.
Okay, what I thought at the time was that this good, sweet Regina just so happened to find this phone. It was like worried sick and wondering who it belonged to. And when she found out who, she's like, I felt like, oh my God, I've been in that position before. I'm like, thank God. And I was like, oh, this wonderful woman is able to get this phone back. I was thinking she was just this woman that was just nice enough to hold on to the phone and was going to give it back to somebody. Like she just saw it sitting down on a table somewhere and just got confused, like who's it belong to? And everybody's like, not mine, kind of a thing. That's what I felt like in the beginning,
Man, she fooled all of us. Poor Barbie. Poor us. Free us. That lady fooled all of us in the beginning. She sure did. She came in, like you said, like the sweetest thing. Just the sweetest thing. You would have thought that she was talking about black excellence and all that. Man, you would have thought she was God's gift to mankind. Yeah, well, now allegedly, she stole that phone. Her argument is going to be that, I found the phone and that was just a good Samaritan that brought it back. Yeah, right. You know what? Let me let Barbie talk.
And that was, basically the only thought I had.
Yeah.
But of course now I'm like, oh my
3
God.
years later, what is your perspective? What is your theory now that you know everything and how things have unfolded?
Great question. What do you think now compared to then? Great question.
What is your theory now? What do you think? Just in your opinion.
She's gonna be mad at this one.
We don't give a fuck about that motherfucker.
not.
Regina. I don't give a fuck if she mad or not. Fuck that motherfucker. Suck my dick.
Oh shit. That D came with the smoke and he only had 3 shots already. Dang.
Oh, fuck, is she mad or not? Fuck that motherfucker.
I'll just give you a pre-warning. She is not like this, what I have to say. But I'm gonna open up you guys' mind in a different direction. Okay, which we already knew this, but I'm gonna give you the definition of what I really think was the plan all along with this whole thing. I'm gonna say that Regina was an opportunist. Yep.
Bingo. That is the perfect word. And she's still an opportunist. She's still doing that opportunistic thing right this moment today. She is definitely an opportunist. Bro, she said it herself. The lady said that she was a manipulator. And she tried to paint a broad brush of all women being manipulators. Y'all remember that? Do y'all remember her saying that? For her to openly admit that and say that, it's a telltale sign of what this lady is about. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what an opportunist means? That means people that seek out people that are on the up, or people that have money, and they get in and try to get and gain their wealth, their celebrity, their circle, their whatever.
Bingo. In my opinion, that is exactly what she did. She saw cha-ching, let me get in close. You know what I mean? Yep, she's definitely an opportunist in my opinion. Shout out to Barbie.
And like I said, I know she's not going to like the word opportunist, but basically that's how it's coming across at this point. It was very opportunistic. And I mean, we can all see that now, but in the beginning, I would never have thought that. And I never had a problem with Regina in the beginning. As a matter of fact, Regina and I was the only one that really had any type of, I would say, picture where it was like who we were. And I remember she had blonde hair. So I used to always say blondes have more fun and used to say hey to her and everything else. So I never had any problems with her. I never knew her and Sister T didn't like me. Never knew it.
And I think that was a racial thing. I think they attacked Barbie for 2 reasons. One, they don't believe that she's black. They really think she's a white girl. And 2, the type of attention that she and other women were getting from KB. You know, he was being flirtatious and stuff like that. And yeah, I think the Egg Body and Blister T, they didn't like that shit. They wanted all the attention onto themselves. As a matter of fact, both of them, in my opinion, was competing for the attention of KB. And we see how that played out. Shout out to T Smith in the building. What's up, man? Said number 7 on your like button. But I'm watching all 3 different lives. Man, I appreciate you, my brother. Salute to you.
Because even when Sister T got her channel, you know, I was over there dancing and chatting with everybody else. Barbiegirl is in the house. yeah.
That was when she was actually in the garden.
Yes. Oh my God. Sister T took us by storm too. We thought, here is this nice woman that really wants to help Kwame. And oh my God, she's in the garden. She's such a sweet person. She's kind of got like this, you know, I don't want to say auntie vibe, but you know, that can't even say that now because of all the events that have happened. My God. But in the very beginning, it was kind of like that. It kind of was like the older woman in the neighborhood vibe. Like, you know, the sweet older woman just minding her business in the garden, you know, and helping out others, you know, their last 10 or 15 years of their life kind of thing. So I was like,
that's a fact. She was gaining respect from Bus Life audience. Blister T could have definitely taken, and I was saying this to somebody the other day, Blister T could have definitely taken this experience with Bus Life in a whole different direction. I know we're talking about Regina, but even her too, she could have done good. You know what I'm saying? But it's clear that, in my opinion, her agenda was an evil one from the beginning. You know what I mean? Because check out, look at Blister. Blister could have had a farm, you know, had her stuff going, teaching people, you know, how to really, you know, have a garden and get fruits from it, the ins and outs. You know what I'm saying? She could have formed a garden community on YouTube where she have supporters that have their own garden, and they could communicate with her, send her videos to show how their garden is going, and she could do reaction of those videos, make it content, encourage other people to do the same. Yo, she could have really influenced something good on the global community. It wouldn't just reach. It would take time, obviously, but she would reach. You see them 57,000 views that she's buying right now. She could have had those 57,000 views if she was building the right way, in my opinion, because she would have always been highlighted by Bus Life. So Bus Life would be growing, and she would be growing based off the positivity that she would be pushing on her channel, right? She could have really had a real community over there. But again, the intention of this lady, in my opinion, was flawed and evil from the jump. It was about KB. It wasn't about the kids. It wasn't about building the community. It wasn't about none of that. It was about her getting close to this man. It was about her being infatuated with this man. Did y'all see the video I played the other day for Throwback Thursday? Did y'all see Blister T looking up at KB like, yo, she was looking at God? No, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how she was looking at it. Like, wow, I've never seen an angel before. Like, that's how she was looking at it, right? And said, I never trust Mr. T. I never believed she was a lady working in the garden. I don't know why, but I guess it was a woman's intuition. I know some people had that intuition. Definitely, I do understand. Some people pick up things earlier than some, but I'm just saying, like, she could have really changed things around. Even if she didn't originally intend to do that, she could have really run with the lady in the garden, honestly, and leave the beef alone. Oh my God, she would have been going crazy right now. Real talk.
It's like, well, this is pretty noble. I was like, this is pretty noble. I was like, this is just awesome. And then they would get on there and remember the beginning.
And she could have given her opinions as a lady in the garden about what was going on in the sector, and still made it content, but the way it was done, classy, you know what I'm saying? Like, she had so much potential, and she just ruined it. She ruined herself, but she want to blame everybody else.
On there, talk about her life and her relationship with her husband, and how he cheated on her and stuff. And
whoa, when was this?
Oh, this was an event.
This part was very interesting about Mr. T. Let's play that again.
I was like, this is pretty noble. I was like, this is just awesome. And then they would get on there and remember in the beginning, Sister T would get on there and talk about her life and her relationship with her husband, and how he cheated on her and stuff. And
whoa, when was this?
Oh, this was before she first got her channel.
Hold on. She would say this on KB channel, or she would say
this on her own channel.
Oh, on her channel. Oh, okay. I thought you meant that she was on KB channel saying this. I was like,
no,
what was this?
This is probably like her third live or something on her channel.
So I never knew that. And I know, I mean, who has the video for that? Like, I'm gonna take Barbiegirl's word for it. Barbiegirl Tina don't have no reason to lie about this. So you telling me that Blister T spoke about her husband cheating on her on her third live, like she was really talking about her life? Wow, that's very interesting. Now I'm wondering if, hey, how's my girl doing? This girl, how you doing? What's going on with you? Shout out to this girl in the building. I was wondering what kind of relationship is a wife and husband like they got. Like, he allowed her to just go on the internet and behave the way she behaves and have no pushback, no arguments behind the scenes. He comes on the internet and make it seem like, yo, he agrees with all of that. So it's like, it was weird to me. But then if she definitely had that issue where he cheated, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's like some weird agreement between husband and wife that she has certain type of leverage to do the things that she's doing on the internet without any pushback from him because he effed up back in the day. I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense of it all, but let's continue.
Oh,
She sat down on the couch and told us everything that her husband put her through. So we, as the women in the chat, were really, like, oh my God, you poor thing. Because from what I remember, and I know Sister T is gonna fight this, but yeah, I know. But Sister T told us her best friend, Doug, slept with Sister T's best friend.
I think I heard about that. Yeah.
Yes. So, but you know now she's gonna come in and y'all don't know what y'all talking about.
That Bobby Boy wiener teener.
Right, I'm above that, and my husband would never. Yeah. Well, okay, you told us the real Doug. You told us about the real Doug when you were normal and humble and being a normal woman. And then I don't know who this new creature is. I have no clue who this new creature is.
Barbiegirl Tina funny. Barbiegirl said, "Man, I don't know who this is. You was normal, lady. You was telling us about your real life." Back in the day, ma'am. So what happened? Who are you? That's crazy. Why are you funny?
So yeah, her best friend messed around with Doug. So we as women in the chat were like, "Oh my God, Sister T, you're so strong, and woohoo, we're gonna support you." And people were sending her money for her.
Wait, her best friend? Whoa, wait. Now that is a significant detail. Her best friend messed around with Doug? Allegedly.
What the fuck? Damn!
Allegedly. Wait, hold up. That's crazy. Her best friend. Now, again, that maybe pushes my point even further. Why she gets the leverage to act the way she's acting on the internet, calling out other men's name in a flirtous, a flirty, Bolo V, all this shit, just being vulgar on the internet, putting the camera to her crotch, like all the stuff that this lady has done, the blister tea, and she's a part of Salt and Pepper, and Salt ain't much different because she taking 50 inches to the throat.
Garden and all that stuff, and I was weird. And it's just, man, it's just been crazy. Mm-hmm. So I know we're talking about Regina, so we'll go back to that. But so like I said, I never knew that Regina had any problems or issues with me at all. Mm-hmm. So I'm waiting for your next question.
So we go from, so your introduction to KB was during the back to school with a shoe drive, right?
Yeah, as he was preparing to drive with all the shoes in the truck. I remember him sitting in the red office and telling people it was like maybe 10 or 14 days away or something like that for him to get to the shoe drive. And he was receiving packages, that kind of a deal. He was getting all the packages in the mail, all that stuff. I was there around that time. And it was a lot of chaos really in the chat because there was, trolls, and there was a lot of people there. I'm not gonna say I was there when there was thousands and thousands. I wasn't there when couldn't even read the chat, like they said at the very beginning.
I was there. Listen, yo, that was chaotic. All right, yo, you couldn't type and see what you typed. The damn chat was moving so fast. Yo, the message was gone. Even when you tried to stop the screen and scroll it down, the messages was piling up so much. It was like there was a glitch, bro. Yo. The chat was crazy back in the day. That's one of the reasons I was just in the bushes just listening, because even trying to type in the chat, if you wasn't sending a super chat that probably was highlighted or, talked about by the content creator, then, it didn't even make no sense. But nobody would really see your messages unless he highlighted it. And I think that's where some of the jealousy came in, because he started to highlight, the beautiful ladies in the chat. And I would have done the same thing. Maybe there's some jealousy over here. You know what I'm saying? When I go and do this and I highlight and I say, hey, Ann, you know what I mean? Or, hey, this girl, you know what I mean? Or if I look at Kev's Butterfly, hey, Kev's Butterfly, maybe the same thing is happening over here, but guess what? Man, listen. I'm gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna work with the energy. You know what I mean? You didn't even type in the chat for a long time because it was moving too fast. Yo, I know, right? Yo, I was just like two things. I couldn't type in the chat because it was moving too fast. How you doing, Hennessy girl? Good morning. Right? So I was like, yo, you know what? Let me just listen because I didn't know about most of the stuff that KB was arguing or you know, he was responding to or defending. I was shocked, you know, the way he was talking to All the Smoke podcast. I was shocked. I was like, yo, this might end up and turn into like a real physical thing. Like they was talking about pulling up in traffic, all types of shit. Yo, it was crazy. It was chaotic. Yeah, it was chaotic. I lost a lot of respect for All the Smoke podcast after your encounter with KB. I was like, damn, this is what y'all be doing. Y'all be just a part of the go along, get along gang for real, like this. I was like, wow. They got exposed. They really got exposed. But anyway, back to Barbiegirl Tina and surviving the egg body.
You know, it was, you know, the 30,000 people per chat. I mean, I was not there when that happened. I was there when he was doing like 10K, you know, per chat, 6K-ish, you know, kind of around that 6K to 10K per show. And I remember very vividly, he did not have any moderators at all. He had no moderators. And the show was just...
That's a fact, because KB didn't know nothing about YouTube or like he was really ignorant to the technology. KB was really ignorant on what to do. As most of us that just come into content creating. And some people learn faster than some. Some people are not as savvy and quick with it. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. But that's a fact. He didn't have any mods in there for a good while. That's real talk.
Out of control. You know, it was just trolls, and it was people in there condemning him and talking trash to him, and the chat was arguing, and it was just chaos, you know, in this chat. It was because it was so many people. So yeah.
So when was what did you hear about Regina before she said anything about you? What were some of the things that you heard just from, you know, I guess being in the chat? What was your first impression before Regina viciously attacked you?
Oh, so he said, what's her first impression before everybody viciously attacked Barbie? This should be good. Ann said, I did too, Bolo. I didn't hardly watch him anymore after the way they talked about KB. Man, listen, I'm trying to tell you, they got royally exposed.
I'm going to tell you guys what I saw. I'm going to tell you what I saw, that I knew something early on was not quite right with this woman, but I still kind of looked at it maybe as a hobby. So I looked at it as a hobby and I just kept it moving. But I went to her page in the very beginning. This was before she was a mom.
That's why I always shout out the bushwatchers, because I know what it is to be a bushwatcher. I've been a bushwatcher for a long time on KB's platform before I ever said anything. So shout out to all the bushwatchers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hennessy girl. I see, you know what I mean, being a bushwatcher, of course. Like you said back in the day, yes. Salute to my girl, Honey 69. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to T-Bone 3000. What's up with y'all, man? What's going on with you? How's your Sunday going?
Mod. This is when she was just being helpful, Hillary.
Remember again, the links are pinned at the top for those who want to support monetarily and give donations to the channel. Hey, I welcome it. It's not mandatory, but we appreciate those that do. You know what I mean? It's an extra level of love outside of you giving up your time and watching the content and liking and sharing the video. You know, going into your pockets and donating. Yeah, that's right up there at the top. So yeah, it's not mandatory, but it's definitely appreciated.
And all that stuff, I'm willing to help you, Kwame, with anything. If you ever need a moderator, if you ever need this and Kwame's like, oh, I don't know how to do the mod thing. I don't know how to put all that yet. So I did actually,
So this is a teachable moment. You got to be careful of the people that come within your circle, and you just have to use your intuition. Sometimes people being too helpful is a sign. You understand what I'm saying? Like, she came in. You heard what Barbiegirl said, how she came in. Like, she had all the answers. She was useful in the room. You know, I can do this for you. You know, first she took the phone, allegedly stole the phone, right, and let it be known that she had the phone, and then allegedly used that as leverage to get a moderator stick. Doesn't that sound like an opportunist?
With this woman, but I still kind of looked at it maybe as a hobby. So I looked at it as a hobby and I just kept it moving. But I went to her page in the very beginning. This was before she was a mod. This was when she was just being helpful Hillary and all that stuff. You know, I'm willing to help you, Kwame, with anything. If you ever need a moderator, if you ever need this and this and this. And Kwame's like, oh, I don't know how to do the mod thing. I don't know how to put all that yet. So I did actually, go to her page. I looked her up. And I went on her page and there was a lot of stuff about witchcraft on there. Her up. And I went on her page and there was a lot of stuff about witchcraft on there.
Witchcraft?
What? Yep.
What the fuck? What? What the fuck? What?
So you telling me allegedly that Barbiegirl Tina went on the Egg Bodies page back in the day, early. This was early in bus life, and went on her community wall, and she saw a lot of witchcraft things on there. And this is all alleged. But somebody tell me in the chat, which one of y'all surprised? I know she probably watching too. Which one of y'all are surprised about that? I'm not. I call her the witch, so it's true. Based off her behavior, I wouldn't be surprised. Said Hennessy, no wonder I didn't see you for a long time in the beginning, even though you knew everything that was going on. There was the bushwatchers be knowing. See, a lot of people think that I just came around and I just came close to, I just behaved like I was solid and just, I got on the panel, got cool with KB, and then I just decided to, to start a channel and just to use that to my advantage. No. That's definitely not the case. Yes, and witchcraft. You heard right. You want me to play it again? Let me play it again for y'all. Y'all think this is a joke? That shit is serious.
Willing to help you, Kwame, with anything. If you ever need a moderator, if you ever need this and this and this. And Kwame's like, oh, I don't know how to do the mod thing. I don't know how to put all that yet. So I did actually, go to her page. I looked her up. And I went on her page and there was a lot of stuff about witchcraft on there.
Witchcraft?
Yep.
Damn. So this must have been early.
Very, very early on.
She had witchcraft. Like, what type of witchcraft? I didn't know that. What the
Yep. It was some stuff on there. Like I said, it was over 3 years ago. But when I looked at it, I remember feeling stunned. I remember like taking a look back going, what is this?
So Barbie was taken aback by what she saw on the Egg Bodies page. Damn, witchcraft. Wow. Allegedly.
And I scrolled down, it was like a couple of things, like, about magic and witchcraft or witchery or some junk. And I was like, what the?
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
So,
I didn't know that.
So that's where I knew in the beginning. So I thought, well, maybe it's just, I never clicked on anything. Because, growing up, we were always taught, don't click on it, don't look at it.
Yeah, don't click on them links, goddammit.
Just keep it moving.
That's interesting.
That's the way we were raised. Don't even play around. Don't second guess it. Don't do nothing. So I don't know. I quickly somehow buried it in my mind as time went on. I just moved on, and we're just in the chat. No one was moderators yet or anything like that. So I think the very first mod was Regina. And Regina did a very great job at being a moderator. She was.
Shout out to T-Bone. T-Bone realized that the ladies was on the comments I was highlighting was on the backup channel, so he came over to the backup channel. Wait, you was on the backup channel the whole time? Oh yeah, you was. We got the Broski Double Speaks in the building 2.1. Shout out to Double. I don't know why Double ain't. Oh, that's the backup channel. Okay, I'm on mine for those. Yep, yes. But let's continue.
Was a very good moderator, and I really, I think she kind of set. I don't want to say set the stage or really taught anything, because some of us kind of saw other moderators throughout YouTube kind of doing the same things that she was doing, but she was good. She really was. She would post websites. She would post where the Teespring were. She would post, Kwame's email. She would post, do all those things she was doing. But for someone that was, moderating for a chat for a large group of people, it was actually, she did a great job until things just spiraled out of control. Then she was no longer typing all those informative things. She was then typing and fighting with other people in the chat and trying to call people out.
Okay, so your
Wow.
first time, wow, she was so do you think she's into witchcraft? Like do you remember some of the stuff? It was just like magic and witchcraft. Like, do you remember anything like the titles and stuff that was on there?
Man, I just remember something about, it was something about ladies, how you can, work your magic or draw these, draw something in or something. And it was, and it was like, use whatever magic you want, dark or light magic, and you could be.
Yo, that's too detailed, man. Man, I wouldn't be surprised if everybody was into witchcraft. I wouldn't be surprised at all, man. I don't call that lady a witch for nothing. I'm just saying, real talk.
The lighter. It was just something very, very, like I said, and like I said, the way I was raised, we were taught, don't even give it a train of thought. Don't even consider it. Just look at it and get that crap out of there, and don't even try to snoop around and see what it is. Because they used to say a spirit will jump on you. So I'm like, Joke, you ain't getting on me. So I was like, oh shit, let me get up off of here.
Hold up, Hennessy girl, your channel was struck. Do you wanna come and tell your story? What the hell? I didn't even know you had a channel, Hennessy girl.
It was enough to make me say what I'm saying right now. It was startling enough to make me say what I'm saying right now. So that's what took me away, because I thought there was this sweet, older looking woman that was nice and all this stuff and being very informative and so helpful to Kwame, was always reaching out to Kwame and helping him. I was like, man, it's this older lady so nice. Then to see that on her.
So again, y'all gotta be very careful. Gotta be very careful, right? Of these people that come into your life and they're just so helpful. They're strangers and they're just, oh, I can help you with this and I can help you with that, right? At first, they're not gonna act like they want something from you, right? At first, they're gonna act like, hey, I'm just here to help. Until you see them start to make demands. You see them start to make strong recommendations. You see them start to invest emotionally when you don't do something that they suggested you to do. You got to look out for these control megalomaniacs, all right? These control freaks, these leeches, these people that attach themselves to you that don't really know you. But because you have some status, that's what drew them to you initially. Gotta be careful of these people, I'm telling you. Shit is wild out here, man. Shit is wild out here. He said, I've been there for a long time, just watching these clowns. Yeah. Hennessy said, I do love the fire you have when you talk in the chat. It's awesome. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Her page, it was kind of striking to me. And then, once she became the moderator for Kwame and we started noticing things, I went back, D, to go look so that I could go see what it is. I was like, who is this person now? Why is all this stuff happening? And this was early on, and I went back to look, and all this stuff was gone off of the page. It was all.
Oh, so when the egg body started to start moving, shaking, KB's chat as a moderator, she cleaned up her page. Damn. But she be always doing that, deleting stuff, yeah.
All gone. She had removed all of that stuff about working your magic or something, and you can use light magic or dark magic. You can use, I can't remember all the details, and butterfly magic. I don't remember all the different shit it was.
Butterfly magic, you know what? I'm not even interested to know. But, just continue. Yeah, she's into witchcraft allegedly. Let's go.
See, it was like different titles. It was only like maybe, 2 or 3 videos, 2 or 3, 4 videos, but they were all enough to make me, like, what the hell is this? Kind of stuff. And damn, let me get, all right. And I felt at the time I was being nosy because I was new to YouTube and I was looking at different people's profiles and different people's stuff. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, let me get out of here. I'm being nosy. But now I know, yeah, you're supposed to go look at people's profiles and look at their channel and go look at their stuff. I never even really knew I never knew the full concept of YouTube at all. I never knew that regular people can just get on here and start doing stuff. And I thought you had to have like permission and interview.
Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild that Barbiegirl just never knew YouTube? Like the way how she's saying what she's saying, she was just, you know, she was ignorant to it. She just didn't know. She just did not know. Her life was not, you know, YouTube became a big part of her life, as she explained in the beginning when the pandemic happened. You know, they couldn't move, the usual stuff that she used to do, go here, go there. In real life, YouTube became a big part of her real life. You know that, and that's real for a lot of people. I definitely have spent more time on YouTube since the pandemic, before the pandemic, to the point now where I got a channel, so I gotta be spending more time with y'all. So show me some love. I'm gonna say it that way. Show me some love, goddammit. I be spending time with y'all on here, man. Putting out this content, you know what I mean? So feel free to hit the free like button and the free share button. Again, and of course, the links are pinned at the top. We got the PayPal direct link, and we got the anonymous link. And you could donate from any one of those. It's not mandatory. It's voluntary. Let's read.
You with YouTube and all that.
Interview with YouTube.
Right.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm going from shopping and getting your hair done and nails done and popping around and shopping every day and having a great life to just sitting at home doing absolutely nothing. So it took me from, I'm in the summer, I'm driving around every day in a convertible and driving around where we're beautiful golf courses and nice parties and going to the, nice events and going to the Heart Association things, me and my sisters and all these things we're doing. And we go from doing all of that glamorous stuff to just nothing.
Yo, if you don't know, Barbiegirl is really a Barbie, all right? She be living the Barbie lifestyle. If you listen to this whole thing and you listen to her background, how she talked about, I think her father being wealthy and all that. So Barbie is a Barbie, all right? Shout out to Barbiegirl Tina. Barbie is a Barbie. And hey, not everybody knows them type of life, you know what I'm saying? Shopping every day, driving around the convertible, like she said. So she really was ignorant to this YouTube stuff, because that wasn't her life, as she explained.
So I'm sitting there dealing with nothing, really nothing. So I had nothing. I didn't have, the ability to go out and just go to do some things and go pick up some friends and go get our hair done and do all these things, because we couldn't do anything. So I sat here and had to figure everything out. Like, why is this like this? And how did that work? And I was like, man, these people interviewed, like you said, interviewed with YouTube to get these, to be able to put on here. Yeah, and I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. Like, wow, these people are, talking to people. And like, all of us were sitting in this one place listening to each other. So then while I was on here, just a few weeks while I was on here, there was a guy that popped up in one of the chats. I can't remember if it was Kwame's chat or if it was...
I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like I said before, Barbiegirl Tina is very detailed. Like, if you listen to her story, everything that all the people she's mentioning is a development to how she got engaged, into knowing the egg body. You know what I'm saying? And she's giving her full experience of this YouTube stuff. To show how shocking it was when she got attacked by the egg body and Blister D.
Skinny's chat, because remember, we would all go to Skinny's chat when Kwame got done. So I don't remember which chat it was at that time, but there was a guy in there saying, hey, I noticed people seem to like you. You would make a good moderator. I'll pay you to be a moderator. So I was like, oh, wow, cool. What's that? And he's like, the person with the little blue wrenches. So I was like, okay, that's cute. He said, but it's different.
I never knew nothing about what a moderator is. I swear to God. I never understand what was those wrenches. Honestly, until I watched KB's channel. I was as ignorant as he was when he said, I don't know about this moderator thing. I said, what is a moderator?
It's on a different platform. It's not like YouTube, but it's on Clubhouse. And I was like, oh, what is that? So the person explained to me what Clubhouse was. And he's like, you would be good for our streaming rooms where we stream music and help rappers and artists and people getting to get a music contract. And he was like, you'll be working with different people that work in the music industry. And I was like, okay, cool. He was like, I'll pay you. And I was like, well, that sounds pretty neat. So I got on there, joined in, and started doing all this stuff with Clubhouse with the music rooms. But then at the end of the music rooms, all the rappers and really gang members would go to these different other rooms and just do,
What? Gang members? What? You know what? Let me leave that alone.
Online, party and gang talk and all this other stuff. So I got wrapped up in that a little bit and had connections with that. Then I would come back and forth to YouTube every day, YouTube and then Clubhouse, YouTube and Clubhouse. So I was juggling them both for a very, very long time. And so that's
I was never on Clubhouse. I don't even know what the hell that is.
how I met Ears on there. Ears came into a room that I was in. He was talking to a friend, which was the original Ears to the Streets, the original Ears to the Street guy, Jeezy Miyake. He was in there and they were talking about my life. And
So Ears to the Streets, you allegedly took somebody else's complete name and brought it to YouTube. Man, that's, hey, why am I not surprised? Let's continue.
me asking questions about me being biracial or whatever. And of course, the Ears guy was like, hey Barbie, this and this and this. And it's like, hey, you don't remember me? And I was like, remember you? And he was like, yeah, man, I saw you, over there with E-Band and them. And, I seen you in a couple of, rooms over here. I was like, oh, hi, Ears to the Street or Craig or whoever, I just said hi to him a couple times, and he knew me. So then sometimes Craig and whoever else, Ears and whoever else, we would all end up in some of the same rooms on Clubhouse. Like we had Charleston White rooms. Then we would have Hassan Campbell rooms.
Let me tell y'all something, man. A lot of people don't know how to separate, just when somebody's being cordial with you on the internet. Like, a lot of people be taking it to a place of emotion where it's not warranted. Like, you really think you know this person. No. That person is giving you or showing you the part of them that they choose to show. You don't really know that person. It takes time to know somebody. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful how much you're investing into that situation with whoever. I think that's a teachable moment right there when you really think about it. And we all grown, and we still got to be reminding each other of stuff like that. NEC Girl said KB knew nothing. That's how State Jump got noticed, when he told KB how to turn his phone to get the wider screen. From there, that leech attached to him. Man, listen, that was a cousin of a bust.
And different things like that. And they would pick different moderators to help moderate, like the Charleston room. Or Charleston would be on freaking Clubhouse for 1 or 2 days and get kicked off immediately. He just would be banned. Then they did the Tommy Sotomayor room. So we used to go over there and listen to Tommy Sotomayor talk mad crazy. So then Tommy tried to get Kwame to come over there and fight him on Clubhouse. And I was like, oh my.
I've never gone to Tommy's page and watched Tommy Sotomayor. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I knew who he was from the conscious community with Sarnetta. He'd been exposed.
God, I know that Kwame guy. I was like, in the middle of all this stuff. I was like, oh man, I don't know. Like, this is crazy. And I remember Kwame was like, no way. And I was like, okay. Then I was there when, I'm trying to think of who, I was there for all the stuff, like the Charleston stuff, the Hassan Campbell, not Kwame's particular beef with Charleston and all that. That, of course, that came later. But I'm saying I was like around when all this stuff was happening, like when Kwame was beefing with all these other bigger,
yeah,
exactly, when they were all coming for him and at him. And I was in that room with Tommy Sotomayor for 8 hours.
Yeah, everybody could get it, man. That man was Tony Montana on YouTube. What you talking about? All right, he was the original I'll break a bitch face. All right, shout out to KB.
Off and on, because they wanted me to moderate and all this other crap, and I didn't really know who all these players were yet. I didn't know who all the players.
These are all jokes, YouTube. These are all jokes. We're not promoting violence. These are all jokes. Sometimes I go off into a comedic tangent, so please, these are all jokes, YouTube.
Players were. So then that's how I met some of the people that were talking about the guy that threw Regina off the stage, not the Paper Network people, but the other guy, the lawyer.
Lead attorney.
The lawyer guy. The lawyer people. Yeah.
Lead attorney.
Yes, the lead attorney. So a couple people in there said, hey, you need to come to this chat. There's a guy in there, it's pretty cool. He does the law offices and stuff like that in Georgia. So I went there to visit a couple times, and I met Kevin Samuels people in that room. So then there was this Kevin Samuels guy that would pop up in there. I'm like,
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't know, Barbie, this is supposed to be about Regina. I don't know how we got to Kevin Samuels. We kind of going off the rails here, I know, right? But the story is so interesting. Like, she just tells stories so good and so detailed. Like, you gotta listen either way. You know what I'm saying? So Barbiegirl Tina is very good at what she does, man. Yeah, she definitely is a great storyteller.
Like, and he popped up and would try to say some things, and it was about, you know, women and women benefiting themselves and helping themselves. And
Cortez in the building, bop, 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 bop. Wagwan, bro.
how to act towards men and all this other stuff. So I was like, man, I actually like this kind of stuff. I was like, it's pretty cool. So then I became part of the Kevin Samuels group. So while all of that, and I was, you know, then I had just became a moderator for Kwame at that time. So yes.
How did you become a moderator to KB?
What happened was it was through self-talk. Through self-talk. What happened was they had the off-spin of...
And shout out to Self-Talk. Self-Talk doing great things with this channel. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Self-Talk.
Kwame's channel, which was self-talk, he would actually cover the full aftershocks, if you must call it aftershocks, of Kwame's videos. So people didn't have to sit through the 2 or 3 hour show that Kwame would have. You would just go to self-talk show to catch up on like the 2 hour, 3 hour.
Got CC the building. What up, CC? Salute to y'all. Salute to y'all. We got 9 people watching on the backup channel and 6 people watching on the main channel. That's what's up. Well, 8 people now. Salute to y'all for pulling up. You feel me?
Our show, and he would figure out a way to get it all like in an hour, hour and a half. So they had we had chats and people in there. So I met mostly that's where I met April Harmony. Well, I knew April Harmony from Kwame's chat, but me and her were Self-Talk's first moderators. April Harmony and I were Self-Talk's first moderators. So time went on. I would say a month or something going on. Kwame was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna need me some moderators too. So this is when Kwame was talking about having moderators. So yep. So this is when he started talking about having moderators. You know, all the women, went crazy. Pick me, pick me, pick me.
All the women went crazy. Damn.
Oh my God, I want to moderate, pick me. It was so many of us. So originally it was so this wasn't the beginning. I wasn't a moderator yet, but remember, so the original women in there were Elle. It was Regina, Sister T, April Harmony, me, True Essence, and who's the other lady I want to say? The one that everybody's calling the man now. I'm trying to think of her. What's her name?
Lovelace.
So yeah, everybody's been calling her a man or something. What's her name? KB's baby mama per se, whatever. When he jokes around and says this is baby mama, whoever she is, the lady. Lovelace.
She was a moderator in KB chat back then?
Yes, in the very this is the original women that were over there that they were considering to be moderators at the time. Lovelace was there with us. Lovelace was there in the very beginning. She's been there. Yes, she's been there in the very beginning. So, and
I have a theory that she and the egg body brought them all over there, man. All of the persons that are aligned with the scam boss, the liars, fake laces. I think the egg body was already attached to these people, and she brought them to Bus Life. This was her team, right? She brought a whole team. So first she became the first moderator, allegedly, right? And then, okay, KB, you can use this person. I'll suggest this person. Hey, you know that, in my opinion, that Facts Over Feelings would have become a moderator in KB's chat eventually if KB was a fool and entertained the idea of that dude being okay and cool. Yeah, I believe it. I swear to God, she would have made him a mod. Because that's a shaft. You notice how nobody's not talking about that situation? Right? We're just waiting on the facts and evidence. We waiting on June, baby. Right? When that whole situation comes out, yeah, we waiting on the trial. And then the heat is gonna really be turned up.
I tell you what, she was the sweetest thing ever. She said, bro, he said, meat and potatoes, bro. We need to meet. Oh, we're getting there, Bloner. So we're all in there, and everybody's kind of doing the pick me thing, and so then Kwame was like, I'm just gonna pick a few people. So he started picking a few people, and he picked a few guys, and all this, right? So Skinny wasn't a moderator yet either, right? Skinny's not a moderator yet at this time. Regina's not a moderator yet. No, Regina's the only moderator. I'm sorry. And then Self-Talk, right? So they just told Kwame, we can't handle it. We can't. It's just too many people here. We can't keep up with it all. And then Self-Talk had his show he had to run. He's like, I just can't do it. So he typed in.
Can you imagine being a moderator and being like, bro, this is too much. Like, there's just too much people in the chat. We need more moderators. That's how popping KB's chat was back in the day, man. For those who know. You was in there, you know what time it is. Sipping, sip.
And told Kwame here, man, don't just pick a bunch of random mods. Pick the mods that I have on my channel. Then, since me and you get along, just keep my models. I mean, my moderators. And Kwame's like, maybe I'll do that. He did not do that at first. Kwame just picked random people at first, and it was IDK, CMX.
all the nicknames have you. Yeah, I mean, shoot, we gotta do it like that. I don't even be putting their names in my title because, yeah, you know, they're weirdos.
Really?
Yeah, IDK, CMX, a couple different, people over time, and they became mods, and then I was moderating. So here's the craziest thing: my wrench got taken a total of 3 times with Kwame and them, and it was all because of Regina.
Oh shit! Here we go. So Barbiegirl wrench was taken 3 times, and it's all because of Regina. Damn, you egg body.
Right, let's get to it.
Time.
So what?
Exactly.
So what happened between you and Regina? What was the first time your wrench got taken from Regina, or what's the first time you remember Regina saying something about you? Where did it go left, in your opinion?
Okay, before it went left, because I didn't know it was going to go left until the rabbit trial, right? For me, didn't know it was going to go left for me. I saw her
That damn rabbit trial. That's what caused all of this shit.
doing it to other people, but she got our wrenches taken because all of a sudden, a lot of people were complaining they were blocked. They're like, I'm blocked. And Kwame's like, what's going on here? I can't even get to this block list. I don't know how to get in there. Y'all, I've got too many moderators. Y'all blocking people. So Kwame took all of our sticks because of all the blocking that was going on. He took everything. So I didn't have a wrench for like 2 or 3, 3 months or whatever it was. So then over time I got my wrench back or something. Then something else happened. He took everybody's wrenches again because everybody was fighting and he didn't know who was who. And it was just a bunch of chaos.
So this was during the rabbit trial.
This was a little bit before the rabbit trial. That's what I'm saying. This is when I first noticed that Regina was going to be a problem because she was doing all the blocking, which got our wrenches taken. Everybody's wrenches got taken. And then when he brought the wrenches back, it was one of his friends or cousins he knew. It was Self Talk, Sister T, Regina. Yep. So it was only like 5 people that had a wrench. So then April Harmony, True Essence, me, women like us were being blocked and timed out. We couldn't type. We couldn't say anything.
Damn.
So now all the wrenches was taken. And only a few people got back wrenches. And now Barbiegirl Tina is saying now she started to get timed out amongst, April and others. Damn. So basically the egg body plan worked. The egg body plan worked allegedly, right? Everybody's mod stick got taken, and then boop, only a few got theirs, and one of the few was the egg body. And then all hell broke loose. That she thought that was the beginning of the reign of her influence on Bus Life, in my opinion.
Literally, we had to figure out a way to somebody contact Kwame and say Barbiegirl is blocked. April Harmony is pissed off. She can't type. Different thing. It just kept happening. And finally, one day, April Harmony snapped in the messages. Basically, said she was gonna come for somebody's head if she got blocked again. And then I was like, wow, we can do this. So then, when they blocked me, and I knew who it was because Sister T was the only person that had a wrench over there at the time. Sister T blocked me. And so when I got unblocked, I paid the little, the little super chat, and I told Kwame, I said, Sister T just blocked me, and I'm about to go to fuck off. Is what I said. I'm about to go to fuck off. So that was the first introduction to Barbie as a monster.
Motherfucker!
Right? They didn't know any of that existed. They didn't know any of that existed. Right?
Barbie morphed into Super Saiyan goddamn 4 with the long ass blonde hair, glistening and shining, and she said, "You stupid mother effer!" Shout out to Barbie. Yeah, mad about a wrench, man. Yo, I never knew a wrench was so important. I swear to you, if my wrench get taken today, bro, I don't feel no way. And it's still gonna be the same energy for Bus Life. You feel me? Yeah. Man. Bro, a wrench? Come on, man. You gotta be kidding me. There's more to life. Like that, it's not that serious.
They didn't know that was there lying beneath. They never knew what was lying beneath. I was like, I'm about to snap, about to go up, and they're like, damn, what's going on?
That was insane.
So finally Kwame was like, stop blocking people, stop doing all this stuff. So then Ears comes onto the scene. So that's what
I agree with you, Hennessy girl, because remember, again, KB was very ignorant to this YouTube stuff. He learned a lot along the way. It was a learning process for him. You see, a lot of people hold his feet to the fire at the time, even now, because they think, oh, you're supposed to know about all of this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Hennessy girl, you have to let go and stop spamming. Hey, Nightbot, chill. Stop. Leave Hennessy girl alone.
when Ears and Regina start talking, Kwame introduced himself as a hometown homeboy, whatever kind of stuff, and we're just all learning who it is. And Ears was on Kwame's stage and was like, "Barbie, you remember me? You remember me from Clubhouse? Remember I was in the room?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember the name Ears to the Street thing." I was like, "Yeah, I remember." He was like, "Hey, I'm getting ready to come to YouTube," and I was like, "Okay, cool." And I was like, "Okay, here's my." He's like, "I need you to be a moderator for me. Here, hit me up on Instagram." And so I messaged him. I was like, "Yeah, what's going on?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have a channel, and it's gonna be a Kwame support channel, and I want you to be my head moderator."
And so you telling me from the jump, Tears decided that his channel from the rip was going to be a KB support channel? I am not surprised, but I'm still, just to hear it come out of somebody's mouth that was there. Do you know how strange that is? Again, you got to be careful of these people that come and they just super helpful. They're just like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm not saying all of them is going to be a negative, but you got to be really looking at them like, bro, you don't know me from nowhere. Like, bro, like, why are you going so hard? Pause. No Diddy. Why are you going so hard? You got to be mindful of that. KB support channel. Lord have mercy. Not about putting my nose in the corner. Wait. Is that true? Hey, I'm looking at my screen. Nightbot didn't time you out. Nightbot just talking. He didn't time you out.
So I was like, cool, yeah, let's do it. At that time I was 20, 30 moderator sticks, all throughout YouTube. It wasn't just this sector, it was so many other sectors. But I had to really start dwindling the sectors down because I just couldn't keep up with it all. You know what I mean? I just couldn't do it. It was just too
my baby. What's up to my baby Audrey?
much. So then, I was in there with Ears to the Street, and then that's when Ears to the Street, we didn't see what you guys are seeing right now with the Ears to the Street. We saw, I don't want to say the fake Ears to the Street, but we saw a different Ears to the Street. It was nowhere remotely close to this Ears that we're experiencing now. He was a normal, talking, relaxed person, not talking about people's kids or beating stuff.
Yo, she said a normal Tears to the Street. Oh my God. Listen, from what we've seen, the one you saw before Barbie was all fake. All fake. 100% fake. That was a facade. All right? Yeah. I heard Clara Eggbody. Matthew. What? Clara Eggbody? What does that mean?
Hope your kids get R-worded or your mama needs to be thrown off a bridge. None of that. He wasn't saying nothing even remotely close. And this is when Suge was going at him. I was a moderator when Suge was going at Ears. And Ears never responded to Suge like how he's responding to all of us.
Talk about that, Barbie. Talk about the fact that this man was being dog walked by Suge in that time. And he ain't had no smoke for Suge. But as soon as KB tells him to shut the hell up, you don't know what the F you talking about. That's when he went on this Crimea River. Oh, went to a Crimea River tour and then went on a smear campaign going after KB. Talking about that man, great, how much girls and before he used to beg girls to pee, all this shit. All these are allegations and shit. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. Okay, Miss Collins, First Lady, salute to you, baby. Appreciate you. Audrey said, I'm scared to be a moderator for you in here, Bolo. Nightbot is no joke. As a matter of fact, Audrey, as a moderator, Nightbot can't do you shit. So don't be scared. You should feel like Superwoman. All right?
He never said these things to him. Like,
Nightbot ain't going to do y'all nothing. Like I said, Nightbot is set to just talk like 100 times before he actually does anything. So just try and get used to not spamming emojis and, not typing in cap locks. Because YouTube is going to crack down more on that stuff,
You get, killed or R-worded or tragic. tragic accident or something crazy. He never said nothing like that. It was just normal, you know, like y'all block him, or hey man, homie, why you calling my woman a man? Because remember that was when Suge was saying that his girl was a man.
Yeah.
So Regina comes into the chat and was like, ooh, and this was with me and Regina was still normal with me. I never had any issues with Regina. Never talked, even when we were all moderators, never just would say hi and bye, never had anything with her. She came into the Ears chat thing, it was like, ooh, you know, Barbie, tell Ears or something. He's looking mighty fine with that hair or something like that. Like he looking fine.
What? This is how Regina came at Tears. You know, I do remember some arguments like that about that situation. She was talking about she like a man that worked with his hands and all this shit. Yeah, I do remember something like that.
Mighty fine. So I typed in up like, oh, Ears.
Wait.
Yes. She said he's looking so good and so fine.
Hennessy girl, you got Hennessy girl on Nightbot head. Well, Nightbot is just, I don't even know if that's a pause, because Nightbot is an AI. So y'all having AI love right now, Hennessy girl. Okay, that's something different. You know, I don't know what type of pronoun you use for AI, but you know what? That's a whole other conversation. I'm gonna leave that alone.
With that hair and all this other stuff, but whoa, a man that knows how to work with his.
Happy Sunday to ya. Happy Sunday to ya. Happy Sunday. Shout out to all the beautiful ladies. Yes.
Hands or something like that. She was like, ooh. So I typed in, I said, Ears, looks like you got a taker in here. I said, Regina is like interested in you. And she like, you know, laughing.
A taker? What? Hey, yo, Barbie, chill. You was that, you know what? You probably contributed to Tears liking Regina. Talking about you know what, you gotta keep her here. And then all the stinks came together. Man, I'm not blaming Barbie. I'm just saying she probably, you know what I mean? She probably pushed Tears to have some liking for Regina. Now they got this, in my opinion, this toxic relationship. It's weird. The two of them, it's weird. It really is weird.
Been like, hello, like I'm just, you know, pointing out the man's features and something to that nature.
And I remember she did I forgot what live it was, but she was talking about Tears. Like, yeah, I saw you on the ladder with your white beater on, like making like flirting little comments.
Yeah,
to
it was
Tears.
something of that nature. But it was very light. It was very light.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, you know, you look so handsome kind of stuff. Like, oh, look at you today, or look at Ears today. You know, working really hard with this. You know, it's real small, light flirting stuff, and then eventually the stuff you look good on that ladder and all this other stuff. Some other lady was in the chat agreeing with her. I can't remember who it was.
Who said? And somebody else was agreeing. Yo, who says that? Yo, that is so obvious that you're seeking the attention of this dude. She said he looks good on a ladder. All right, okay, whatever.
Well, some other one was like, girl, you know, like, child, you know, that's how I like him too. And this, I can't remember who it was. It was probably just a random person. I just remember.
So there's a fetish. Ladies, do y'all have a fetish for men on a ladder? Is that a thing? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comment section, goddammit, on the replay.
Them two going back and forth. Regina did not have a mod stick at that time at all in Ears' room. So then all of a sudden, out the blue, Ears makes this announcement that Regina's going to be coming over, you know, to tell her story. To tell her story of what happened, basically, with everything that's going on. So you say, okay, what was the story? So the original story was, what really started all of this is what I'm going to say is really started with between Skinny and Regina. Remember, Skinny was a moderator. Wasn't a moderator at the time. Well, he was a moderator, and then that's when we all got our riches taken, and then Kwame gave it back to Self Talk, and then Sister T, Regina, maybe 2 or 3 other people, or something like that. Then so Skinny came in wrenchless, but Kwame and Skinny were still getting along at this time. Skinny came in wrenchless and was saying something, and Regina blocked Skinny. So Skinny did not start none of this stuff. He did not start this original, something that was said, I guess, Skinny made.
Damn. So according to Barbiegirl Tina, State Drunk didn't start this shit between him and the egg body. You know, he said something, but it wasn't like on no disrespectful level in her opinion. But let's continue.
He had said something from his channel about, I don't like the way Regina's moving. It was something like, it was all light stuff. Like, like how we all talk about each other. Well, I don't like the way so-and-so handled this, or, but you don't have a real beef. You're just talking on here like you on somebody else's channel saying, yeah, I don't, man, that clown, or, the way it was acting the other day, man, this. And then 2 weeks later, you say, hey, it's your past. It was kind of like that. Like Skinny was just mentioning something about Regina. And then Keep the Change, was there and was like, yeah, we're not something Regina is just, I think Skinny started to notice Regina was just getting too weird and acting weird. So I think he was saying something along the lines of it. I think he called her, he said something about that bitch. Yeah, that bitch is that bitch. So then
you called me a bitch.
Yeah, I remember that clip. You called me a bitch, but isn't that all of that just garbage, just full of shit? Because she's over there now, right? She rocking with the same dude she went to court with, right? Like see, this is the thing, and this is another teachable moment. For all the men out there that like to jump out the window for these ladies, and this is in real life, whether it's your sister, whether it's your mom or girlfriend, whatever the case might be. Hey, lovely! How you doing, beautiful? Shout out to Hey Lovely in the building. It's always good to see you in the chat. Shout out to Hey Lovely. That's what I'm talking about. You know what? Shout out to Hey Lovely. Hey Lovely. Hey Lovely is one of them. You know what I'm saying? You one of them, Hey Lovely. Yeah, you one of them ones. Shout out to Hey Lovely. Yeah, but back to this. Let me play that back, because I really think let me play that back.
It was kind of like that. Like Skinny was just mentioning something about Regina. And then Keep the Change, was there and was like, yeah, we're not something Regina is just, I think Skinny started to notice Regina was just getting too weird and acting weird. So I think he was saying something along the lines of it. I think he called her, he said something about that bitch. Yeah, that bitch is that bitch. So then
you called me a bitch.
Yeah, to that nature.
So yeah, I was saying, it's crazy how it went from that to now they're together. She's in his chat, you know what I'm saying? She's cool with him now, but she tried to send that man to jail, to prison. And according to Miss 504, to just tie in all of these egg body stories, allegedly, she wanted some information on State Drunk from Miss 504, and Miss 504 said she was cool with the dude, so she could have really gave the egg body some evidence that would have messed the dude up in court. But she didn't have a problem with the dude, so she sent that information to him. So, I mean, maybe the egg body's upset about that too. Those revelations in regards to Miss 504. Like, this shit is crazy. I mean, this shit needs to be documented and just write a book and actually do like a reality TV show or a series or something. Give it an elaborate name and just go crazy with it. I'm telling you, these are the days of our lives. For real.
Or something like that. And then she came into the chat, and he came to the chat and she blocked Skinny. Well, Skinny got in contact with Kwame and said, Regina blocked me. So then he was like, oh my God, what's going on? Because, at the time, him and Skinny were getting along and their shows were running neck to neck. And, Regina was his moderator and this, that, and the third, all this junk's going on. So it was so much confusion.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep, that was a confusing. I was like, huh? What the hell going on? Like, I was in the bushes still, just chilling and watching everything. I don't know. I didn't recognize the egg body for who she was and what, being the sneaky person that she was and what she was trying to do. I never recognized it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be honest. I was just listening and giving people time to show and prove themselves, pretty much.
And nobody knew where to go. So at night, during the day, Kwame would run his shows, and at night, Skinny would pick up. But it was two different shows where Kwame is now telling us, well, I didn't know Skinny was saying all those things because I was asleep. People like, oh man, you should have seen Skinny's show last night. He was over there clowning Regina and calling her names and calling her this and that. He was like, well, I don't prove that, but man, maybe let them work it out, kind of thing.
Don't y'all remember when everybody was telling KB in the chat for real? Yo, they was snitching on the State Drunk. Everybody in the chat was saying, yo, we over there. Because, see, you got to remember, the egg body was seen as, and a part of the alliance, a part of the bus life. She was seen as somebody that, should be given respect to. You know, she was this queen persona. So for people in the chat that don't really know this whole thing and what it is, the wise thing that they did, in my opinion, they just stayed in the bushes and watched the whole show until people showed them who they really are. And then some of the people like myself started to get more comfortable with typing in the chat and then eventually hitting the link. You know what I'm saying? And giving our opinions and stuff. It's really called Nightmares of YouTube. Listen, anything you want to call it, as long as it's bringing in the numbers for people to come and watch, we are straight. But I think it needs to be done for real. There needs to be a series on this entire sector, honestly.
And then it just kept getting to the point. Then it was, tumbleweed and all this other stuff. And then Kwame was like,
We got Candyman 3.0 in the building. He said he in the bushes trying to catch up from the crazy lives yesterday. Hey, man, listen, I already know the struggle. Candyman, I know the struggle, man. Salute to you, broski. Yeah, I get it. Trust me. I be on that sometimes. Just catching up to all the damn lives, man. Lord have mercy. But now you can see the plays being made. Yeah, because all the plays that they made before Hennessy Girl, they all the way played out. Like, you got to be somebody that just doesn't want to see the truth. You got to be somebody that's just closing your eyes to what the egg body is doing, the state drunks and all these people. They have run the same plays. It's like a football team, right? American football team. And you both play football. This is YouTube. But that team, you're so used to seeing that team run their plays. You have recited all the plays that they've ran. So it's like when they start to run them, or even before they start to run them, what is happening now is regular content creators like myself that's just new on the scene. Shit, I've been on here how long now? January 11th, February, March, April. I've been on here 4 months now. I've been on YouTube 4 months now in terms of content creating. So, I'm a newbie. But at the same time, I'm not a newbie to what was going on when Nightmares was going on. So we've seen the plays. We've seen people lie about text messages, made up text messages, and acted like they was really true for years, right? We seen them fly drones over KB house, all this craziness, shit that tried to. Well, I don't know what they was trying to do, but they sabotaged that man gas fan, right? All this shit. Like, we seen some crazy shit on YouTube, man. So I've learned a lot, man. Yo, I try to learn from other people's mistakes. That's why without saying it, how you doing? Pretty brown eyes in the building. Pretty brown eyes. I'm most of the people, we got 22 people in here. Most of the people is on the backup channel. So I'm live on the backup channel and the main channel. Morning, stuck on my broke ass downtown. What? My broke down bus listening? You stuck? I hope that you get help pretty quickly. Pretty brown eyes. It's always good to see you in the chat, baby. With them pretty brown eyes. Lord have mercy. But yeah, let's continue.
Well, I didn't know any stuff. And everybody was like, Kwame, come on, man. You need to go over there and see he bashing Regina. He doing this. So Kwame was like, all right, we just go over there and watch.
Yeah, so everybody was in the chat telling KBO state drunk going crazy. And Regina was definitely at the time somebody that people were looking up to, thinking she's a sweet old lady and everything. Yeah, we remember that. That was definitely crazy. Tammy, how you doing, Tammy? I see you on the main channel. Of course, we are on the backup channel. Yes, too as well. And damn, if I look at the numbers, we got 17 people over here.
one of these lives, basically like, all right, this was after months in. So he finally goes over and watches one of the lives. Kwame saying, I don't approve of this. And thus starts the war between Skinny and Kwame.
Man, you ain't never lied, Barbie. That's exactly how it started. When KB saw what he was saying about the egg body, KB principle-wise, and he was right. Let's not get it twisted. KB was right. With principle, yeah, I wouldn't have approved of that either. I wouldn't have approved of that. The way how you do things is very important. You know what I'm saying? The way how you do it. It's just the way how you do it. It's the way how you do it.
You know, and this was, a little bit after they met in Atlanta. They met together in Atlanta to whatever it is, that happened here when they came here. Skinny's hilarious. Skinny turned the whole event into something crazy. I'm like, what? So were
you and Regina still going back and forth?
No, I'm trying to. No, I jumped backwards a little bit. This was Regina's not coming at me yet. This is when she first came into Ears' chat. So I knew what she had done with the Skinny situation, right? In my mind, I knew what she had done with the Skinny situation. So I was like, this lady is little. What do we call that at the time? At the time, we all called it smothering. She was smothering Kwame. Everything was Kwame me. So we didn't call it, all these other names that
it was all about the queen.
Call her now. It was more like she was just too smothering. Yeah. So it was like, oh, here's that lady, the one that tries to smother everything and wants Kwame to herself kind of thing. And then Sister T kind of started picking up the same traits.
Yeah, it was salt and pepper. They wanted to be KB's. Yeah, that's funny. They wanted to be KB's. Even before saying it, I'm laughing. They wanted to be KB's lunch amenity. They wanted to sprinkle their ass all over his food. You know what I'm saying? Pause. No Diddy. Yeah, them two ladies. Yeah, they want to sprinkle them. They want to sprinkle all their stuff on KB's mama's cooking. That's that. They wanted to sprinkle all over Bus Life. Control every goddamn thing. That's what they was on. And they hated them young, beautiful women in the chat. Those older, beautiful women in the chat. They hated a Miss Collins. They hated a Audrey. They hated a Pretty Brown Eyes, a Kev's Butterfly. Any woman that KB shouted out a true essence of Barbie, any woman that KB shouted out, oh yeah, they was getting the smoke.
As Regina, Sister T was more quiet in the beginning. She was very quiet and was not as vocal as Regina was. You know what I'm saying? Even with the typing and everything else, Sister T was more so laid back and kind of, a little less on the typing and all that kind of stuff. We really could not see Sister T quite yet. So the monster did not come out of her quite yet until well afterwards. So we saw the monster coming out of Regina when she started blocking Skinny. Like, why would you block Skinny? That's basically Kwame saying, you're man right now. Even if whatever y'all got going on, you can't be doing this. So then that just started dividing everybody. It was like, well, we don't agree with that. And then some people were actually, siding with Regina, going, yeah, Skinny, like, why are you talking about this lady and this, because they didn't really.
So here comes the divide now. Some people was like, yo, Skinny, you shouldn't have said that. And then other people is like, yo, why you blocking the dude? Like, you know what I'm saying? So here comes the divide now. Here comes the first big war in Bus Life. And who was at the center of it? The egg body. The egg body. Right? Yeah, she was bossing. Yeah, you're right, NSC girl. She was bossing the moderators around. She wanted to be like, she took this moderator thing very seriously. A little bit too seriously. Right? She wanted to be the director of Bus Life. How to direct the channel in the way that she wanted. But even when she got all that control, look at those trash thumbnails that she used to put up. Look at the trash titles that she used to put up. Man, she was definitely damaging Bus Life, boy. It was hard to support. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was clicking on some of them videos. I'm like, yo, what is this? Who's responsible for putting out this trash? This is definitely not a signature of Bus Life. All KB gotta do is turn on the computer, put 2 words in the title, and just start talking. That's all KB had to do. That's how viral KB was. They didn't need no goddamn egg body. Didn't need her. Egg body would come. Wish egg body would come for me. Dream come true. Oh, so Tammy, you saying you want all the smoke? You said I have my tablet all on crack. Took me several hours to get back on stable. Oh, got some problems with your tablet. Man.
They were thinking it was just sticking up for this, sweet old,
Yeah.
no one really. This is when we started seeing the very.
Basically, the egg body really deceived a lot of people. They thought you was this wonderful old lady. Man, listen.
Beginning of what they call now the other Regina. So when the rabbit trial hit, that's when everybody confirmed then and said, oh my God, this lady is who we thought she was becoming or is and was. And oh my God, what is happening right now? So a lot of us were taken by complete surprise how she just started coming for random people whose names were never even mentioned. People that weren't even, let's say a star at the time.
So here comes the rabbit trial. The rabbit trial, she's saying this is when people really started to see who the real egg body was, because she started to name names and come after people that had no issue with her or issue with anybody. They was just random people that was in the chat, supporters, all that. So, man, the egg body and tears, especially the egg body, because she's the architect of all of this shit, in my opinion. All of this damn chaos, right? And that's why she know, the egg body knows that if she comes in my chat, as a matter of fact, I don't have to say it. She has never come in my chat. All this 4 months I've been on YouTube, even when I had all the traction over here, with True Essence situation and everything, even with all of that, I have never seen the egg body pop her head up in my chat, the trash light pop her head up in my chat, the lying Larry, the liar, none of them ever popped up in my chat. Never. Ever. Right? Because what? They know what time it is. I don't need to say nothing. They know what time it is. They know exactly what time it is. Right? They know who to try and get close to. You know what I'm saying? Who they think they could try and get close to. They know I'm not entertaining them at all. And that's for the egg body especially, not so much the other women. They just, to me, I don't know. They confuse me, man. But that's a whole nother topic. How they support that dude and the stuff that he does, and they act like they have moral standards, really amazes me. I'm just like, whoo. Some screws is loose over here, boy. Mm-hmm.
One that wasn't even known in the section at that time, really, as a star, or as anybody that would even have a channel or anything. We're just ducks, just stupid. Going, huh? How did my name get in this? Like, what? It was more so like that. So when Regina came, I was like, hey, so he was like, I think he said he's gonna have Regina come over here, and Regina's gonna defend herself against Skinny and a few others. So we're like, a few others. And it was like, what? So then I was like, who are the other?
Nah, I mean, hey, Tammy, listen, I'm just saying, it's your opinion. Somebody's offended by your opinion, you can't control that. You don't even need to be sorry. I mean, shit. I don't think it's you know what I mean? I don't think it's a bad opinion. Audrey, what was you wondering about the Wabbit trial? You want me to play that back? Let me play that back.
Came, I was like, hey, so he was like, I think he said he's gonna have Regina come over here, and Regina's gonna defend herself against Skinny and a few others. So we're like, a few others. It was like, what? So then I was like, who are the other people? And he was like, Sis. I was like, what? That innocent guy? I was like, Sis ain't done nothing to this lady. And
damn. So according to this is one of the interesting parts of this live stream. According to Barbie, this is because I don't know nothing about this part of it, what you're talking about. So according to her, the egg body came at and tears came, because I never watched the Wabbit trial. I never watched one Wabbit trial, not even one. I was watching Dammndee and Ticket TV Carcino, what's his name? KB. Though I was watching, there was other channels I was watching. I was not watching no Wabbit Trap. All right, so I don't know what the hell was going on with that. So this part of the history that she's saying right now, right? Pretty Brown Eyes. Yeah. No, she has never come in my chat. And I don't think she would ever try to hit my link. Ever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so see, everybody's telling me tears came at Sis during one of KB's lives, see? And I didn't even know who Sis was. I still don't know. Like, I don't know nothing about him. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Outside of this, when Biz was saying, you know, he was cool with him, outside of that, I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? But the egg body is, man, she is the agent of goddamn chaos, man. Agent of chaos. So now Tears and her created Sis pretty much. Pretty much is what Barry's about to, you know, explain to us. Let's get it.
And Regina's like, oh, yes, he's done stuff. He was the one in Skinny's chat that was egging on putting my address in there, telling them to put our word.
So you're going to just blame somebody? Why? See, this is the thing, right? You're going to just blame somebody for something without any evidence, without bringing any receipts. So she's going to blame Sis for this, but what Barbie's saying, somebody else did it, it wasn't Sis. So you're just going to blame the dude out of the blue. What kind of shit is that? Right? See, I don't like liars. I don't like when people lie on people. That shit really bothers me. Because if you could lie on him, you can lie on anybody. This dude wasn't even a content creator according to Barbie. So why the hell you gonna call that man name, say he did something that he didn't do? That's the type of shit, man. That's that type of shit, man. That's toxic. That's toxic right there. I don't know why they keep effing with people. Don't stop telling lies, man. All right? Just the clicks and views. Stop it. Get some help.
Mm-hmm. So we're like, what? We're like, that never happened. Like, this lady's crazy. So then we would be in one chat, and Sis would be saying, why is this lady lying on me? So we would go over to Lonnie's chat and congregate over there and be like, hey, what's going on with this Regina lady? And Sis was like, I don't know. And I was like, but we got to figure out a way to fight back. This lady's crazy. And at the time, I wasn't being brought up yet. I just was over there going, I know this isn't true. That's not what happened. The person that put Regina's address in there was an old member or whoever, a friend of Skinny's from years prior to before we even thought we're born or whatever. The guy already knew. So it was not Sis. So then it was like, then she started saying that's Sis and this and this. And the people, so Sis's name was just super hot, just blowing up. And everybody was like, Sis. So we're like, Sis doesn't even have a channel. We're like, this is crazy. And Sis like, and at the time, I think it was Elle and me and like a few of us were like, we got to figure out a way to help this Sis guy because we know this lady is lying on him, just like she doing Skinny, right? Yeah. And Sis would be typing in the chat going, this is crazy. And we were like, well, Sis, get a channel. He was like, get a channel? I don't even know how to start a channel. I don't know how to do any of this stuff. We're like, we got to figure this way out. You got to fight back.
Damn. So now what Barbie's explaining is all these people were attacked all at the same time on the trial, and all of them banded together. And even the people that wasn't being attacked, that knew the truth, was saying, nah, such and such, you need to fight back. You need to do this. You need to start a channel. And that's when everything popped off. And those people started their channels, and man, you see the results now, baby. You see the results now. You see what happened. You see all the chaos that has come from that. This lady is truly a witch. Miss Collins said the egg body preys on the weak. You too strong, disciplined, and strong for her. But you kind of said strong twice. I think she likes the strongness. Shout out to Miss Collins, the first lady. She knows she won't be able to manipulate you like the people she gravitate to, in your opinion. Hey, you're entitled to that, and I appreciate the sentiment. Shout out to Miss Collins, the first lady. Let's continue.
back. So he would jump on channels and would put up a good fight. So we're like, man, this guy's pretty good with putting up a good fight. You know, he can get his voice heard as to where some of us had never been on stage. So we were all pushing Sis, like, man, since you've already done it, just keep going. You know, like, tell this lady off, you know, whatever. And so Ears was like, we're gonna put him on trial. So I messaged Sis and said, whoa. I messaged Ears and said, whoa, Ears, putting Sis on trial with Regina. I said, what are you doing? I said,
so in what Barbie's explaining, it seems like Tears was the official, original Captain Saverhole. He was the original Captain Saverhole, right? So he just jumped out the window, out of a perfectly good plane, by the way, with no parachute, 160,000 feet in the air, right? This dude just jumped out the aeroplane, right, with no goddamn parachute for the egg body, and came at Sis, talking about he gonna put him on trial. That's what Barbie's explaining. And Barbie pulled up on him in the DMs, just like, yo, what the hell are you doing? The dude is innocent. Damn, bro. This part of the story of surviving the egg body coming from Barbiegirl Tina is very, very, very telling. Very interesting. Wow.
there is no trial. Sis didn't do anything. Well, I'll be the judge of that and this. I said, Ears, you don't want to do it?
He gonna be the judge of it? He really must have thought highly of himself. That's Tears. He really must have thought highly of himself. Now, how funny is it that you came into here and you got famous off a Wabbit trial, but now you're constantly on trial? You see how karma works? You see how karma works? That's why I never profess to be perfect. And I always try to keep it on the argument and not going at the person in terms of making it personal. Unless they make it personal, I really don't. It's not really personal for me. It's not. I'm just confused with the behavior sometimes. I'm like, damn, why, it's weird. Like, yeah, just the behavior. Real talk.
I got all these messages. I said, Ears, you don't want to do this. I said, this lady has been causing problems for months in the sector.
You had those messages on what, Instagram or where?
Yeah, on Instagram. I have
Show me the money! Show me! You want to send it to me. I want to see these
messages.
Yo,
he said, I want to see these messages.
He's passing evidence. Bring out the receipts. Bring out the receipts. Send them to me.
I hate showing people's messages, but
man, fuck that bitch ass nigga, man. I don't give a fuck about no damn.
Reek and Whack. Yeah, that's when we knew Whack 100, blah, blah, blah. Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you throw a camera in the She's like, no.
Fucking tell his long ass 2 hour damn story.
Fighting for M Soul. Oh, that's right. Ears took M Soul's wrench. And I was like, why did you take M Soul's wrench? I'm happy and I told him to give it back. He gave it back. But anyway, I went to I'm going through the message. I'm trying to find it. Lonnie did it. Oh.
Come on, send it.
I had a lot to go on. Okay, so I'm gonna screenshot this. I'm trying to turn it into something crazy. I'm like, boy, people DM me saying you're being too hard for messages, saying Ears, I'm cool with you, but not just Regina's just a rich, huh? Because I don't like Queen Regina, but I'm just so people.
That whole ass nigga.
I know.
Fuck that nigga. You don't owe that nigga shit. Fuck that
so
ass nigga, man. Damn loyalty. Fuck that nigga.
I need to get revenge or anything. I don't need revenge. I have money. You can mark that. Say, I don't need revenge, darlings. I have money.
I don't need revenge, darlings. I have money. Damn, Barbie, talk to him.
Damn T, but you giving us these long ass stories.
Push dash Barbiegirl Tina.
Giving us these goddamn long ass. All right. And then I put one foot on the ground. Oh, I got my computer clean. Jay Hustler got into an argument on Jay Hustler is live. Go watch it real quick before the meal ticket shows it. Are you going live? Everybody is DMing me.
Shout out to the meal ticket. Shout out to the loaner. I definitely need to catch up on his videos, especially the throwback videos. Man, keep putting them out, man. We going back in town. I might do some reactions to those as well, meal ticket. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
In me, hold on, let's see which way it's going. Sister, asking when to get just thinking it may be too stressful for us. A lot of people are messaging me talking about laying low, leaving we the people because.
So Dammndee is reading the messages from Barbie that he screenshotted and sent to him.
Things are getting worse, not better, and some things may just.
Oh, Hennessy girl, thank you.
Be better handled behind the scenes, in my opinion. At this point, I don't want us to lose anyone. I think we are all saying the same thing, all on Kwame's side. Everybody just don't agree with Queen Regina and Sister T on some things. It's going to happen. I'm leaving it. I don't. Okay, so that was you, right?
Is it in blue?
Yeah, that was you, right?
Yeah, I'm in blue.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me
Them
trying to get him
tears.
not to do it.
All right, and then he responded, "I'm leaving it too. I don't want to be involved in these type of people. I target one excuse." And it jumps to. So are you taking my risk because I don't like Queen Regina screaming at everyone else? You do what you feel. Trust me, I understand your position. You so mad at Queen Regina, you didn't see it wasn't about her, about Sis doing what he did. But if you like, I don't have a problem.
So hold up. It sounds to me like Tears judged Sis from the jump and just believed Regina. He how can you have a trial when you already have a preconceived judgment of the person you're putting on trial? How does that make sense? What, man, see, and you know what? Shout out to Miss 504. Miss 504 said that whole trial thing was her idea, and the egg body allegedly stole it. Now, when you factor that in, and you look at, shout out to the multitaskers, that's listening and multitasking, probably watching 3 different live streams at the same time. I still definitely do appreciate you giving me the watch time hours. Yes. Thank you kindly. But right. Where they do that at, man? Where they do that at? Where you just already judge the person before putting them on trial? Because that's essentially what those texts that from Barbiegirl Tina that Dammndee is reading is saying. He's saying, yo, we gonna see. We gonna answer to this because he know Miss Scott is. He know that he's guilty. That's what Tears is saying. Like, he already know he's guilty. I mean, man, I don't know about y'all, but that's weird. If you're gonna do it, just do it the right way. She also said she stole the lip idea. Oh yeah, Blister. Yeah, she did say that. But outside of that, that's not so bad. Copying that style from her. But for Miss 504 to allegedly have created the idea of having a courtroom setting, that's really egregious for her to steal that idea and then go ran with it with somebody else. That's alleged, but if that happened, that lady is sick, man. That lady is just wicked for real. Peace and blessings, everyone. About to get into the streets. Have a great rest of your day. This girl, same to you, love. All right, you be safe out there. Big salute.
With brothers, you that much, I get it. I don't know.
He's right there crazy.
Yeah, I'm not mad at Regina. I always tell Regina Blondes have more fun. I can't see it's a thing. I just was meet with the facts. Okay, Okay, Barbie types text as she talks. All right, leaving these long ass goddamn messages. All right. So imagine what I'm reading. She types just like she talks. All right. A couple of people DMing me saying you are being hard on Sis and Jay Hustler. I listened to your live that they were talking about. Yeah, there's a lie. Okay, we the people.
So even Jay Hustler, damn. So Jay Hustler was on trial too. Shit.
Both sides of the okay, the old women are making it worse. The older women are making it worse. Toothless Tiger was on Moxie approved live, just arguing with Kwame.
That's funny. You're just about Moxie.
No, I don't even know who a Toothless Tiger is until the other day, bruh, when they was talking about the RICO charge and Armando being the head honcho on one side and who was under him and who was under KB. Pause. No Diddy. That was, man, Toothless Tiger, man. I don't know who you are, but that whole document that I saw them put up, that was talk about you could write a movie, you could write a real book based off just your imagination alone. Goddamn.
Yeah, the older women are way too emotional and dragging you into dragging men into this, and now the men are fighting each other. This is exactly what he wants. This is exactly what he wants. Skinny wants. I don't know what he's saying. Us fighting with each other. Mainly the men fight. The men start going at it.
And then I was like, can we just slow down a little bit? Regina's wanting to start this trial, wants to get everybody fighting, and then at that time, this is when Skinny started kicking all of us out at the time because he was like, oh, people that choking will be called bitches and God knows what else. So
yeah, so it's been Sister T and Regina from beginning.
Yep, that's 2022.
Yeah,
so
2022. God,
early 2022. Yeah, so that was after a year or so of finally just going through all this nonsense, right? So that was like when the meal ticket was playing the lives, and meal ticket was, and the meal tickets was
You're welcome, Hennessy girl.
brought up. The meal ticket had not even done anything wrong, so they wanted to take Sis through the Wabbit trial, right? But they wanted to also prove that this is so silly that the loner was a gang member and all this stuff. It was just a bunch of just extra drama. But
Yo, I remember that he was making the argument that the meal ticket was a gang member and he was showing up signs. Bro, I know we're talking about the egg body, but yo, the hypocrisy from this dude, man. Look at this dude. Who is moving like they're a part of a gang right now on YouTube? Tears out here pulling up on people's houses, pulling up at people's lakes, where they usually are, talking about stalking people, right? He the one acting like a gang member. But remember, a couple years ago, or a year and a half ago, he was going at the loaner, the meal ticket, saying that he was a gang member. How ironic. How hilariously ironic is that, bro? Man, you can't make this shit up for real.
that was me trying to talk some sense into ears. The ears like, no, I'm gonna give this lady a voice and give her stage. If you don't like it,
he was only doing that because of the connection that Regina had with KB. So he was gonna fight till the wheels fall off because she was so close to KB, because that was his entryway into KB. So he was just doing that. So it didn't matter what you say. He's like, nah, she too close to KB, and if I show my loyalty to her, then KB will be loyal to me, and then I can get my foot in it. That's
right.
So did he send a token of trust too? I'm just kidding.
Oh shit. You know what? I don't even care. I really don't.
I said, so did he send a token of trust too? Just to make sure that Kwame would be.
With the $5, remember those rib dinners and keep chat rib dinners. Barbie, remember those rib dinners?
Oh my God, yes, the free rib dinners. That's what kicked it off, man, was the free rib dinners. Boy, we had some fun with that shit.
Shout out to True, said Earth Day want to tell her story too. Okay, shout out to Earth Day.
But Earth Day is season 2. Earth Day can't come into season 1.
Earth Day season 2. Season 1 is the OG. Season 2 will be the second.
The second Jokers. The second wave Jokers.
Yeah. So all right. So now you over here trying to warn Tears about Regina, but he ain't budging because he want to show his loyalty to KB, so he gonna fight for Regina.
Yep. So he said
that part
in front of Regina and everybody else, because I was messaging him, behind the scenes, like, hey, but then he says in front of everybody, and Barbie, he was in there talking, he's like, Barbie, if you don't like it and you don't like what I'm doing, then I mean, if you want to, drop your wrench, that's fine too, then Barbie, And at the time I was a Kwame supporter, so I was like, oh man, I'm like, this is a Kwame support channel. I'm a Kwame supporter, but now it's like I'm the bad guy all of a sudden. Like I'm trying to stop this Wabbit trial from happening is because I knew all this was bullshit, right? So I'm like, no, and I'm like, you know what? At this point in time, no, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like this is a true story, that that the meal ticket did all these things and Sis did all these things and all that.
I want to shout out to Barbie for that, because that's tough. That's her making a decision not to be a part of a go along, get along gang. She saw something, she saw it, and it's the truth, and she stuck by the truth. She didn't just conform to these lies because she wanted to, be in the good graces of bus life. So shout out to her for that. And it's not a knock on KB. It's just she's explaining the environment at the time. The queen was revered. So she taking the stand she's taking. Obviously, people in the chat is gonna have pushback for or against her in regards to if she was to come at the egg body. But what she do? She just took a step back, like, nah, man, nah, this wrong. It's wrong. Y'all gonna see it eventually, but I see what's going on. So you can say whatever, but this is the reality. Shout out to Barbiegirl.
This stuff happened. I'm like, no, oh well. And he was like, well, you're gonna be kicked out of bus life and this. And I was like, okay, well, bye. I'm like, Joker, I just left, and then after that, he took my wrench.
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, but I was still in Kwame's chat. I just didn't go back to Ears chat.
Imagine, the Tears was a gatekeeper. Damn, son. The hometown homeboy was a gatekeeper. Yo, Tears had that type of influence. Damn, son, how far we have come. Hey.
I was still over there in Kwame's chat, basically walking on thin ice over there with Kwame. It's probably because he's like, man, Barbie probably didn't really notice it, but I'm sure he remembers vaguely going, yeah, okay, I'm watching Barbie. Barbie just left Ears and she's doing support these Wabbit people. And I don't think Kwame really knew what was really solidly going on. I think it was more so Ears and Regina behind the scenes setting everything up. And I don't want to say the words Kwame co-signed it, but he did show up to some of those chats wanting to hear all. You know what I'm saying? He did drop in on that Wabbit trial wanting to hear all. Then me and April Harmony were brought up, and that's when I knew I made the right choice in this whole thing. Like, okay, I'm glad I'm defending the innocent people in this situation because now I'm in that same trick back. You know what I mean?
The meal ticket said I got it on video, Barbiegirl.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
Got him on video. Got him on video. Like I said, meal ticket. Hey, I be tuning in, man. Hey, release the tapes. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to the truth. Lord have mercy.
I got it on video.
So, oh shit, hold on.
Remember that's when. Right, remember that's
you telling all these goddamn stories.
Okay.
We're on Regina. All right.
Okay. So, I'm still telling you how Regina.
No. I want y'all to keep in mind. After 2 hours, maybe an hour plus, he realizes, yo, Barbie, we are talking about Regina. You're going too far off the rails, Barbie. Although I do appreciate the story time. I really do.
Yes, all right.
This is about Regina. This is how Regina weaved her plan.
Weave her ass into all this shit. Yeah. So now we in the Wabbit trial. She's over here on Tears platform lying, saying people this, people that, people this. I guess maybe gets the word of it. Innocent people in Bus Life, just mind their own business. Just kind of like what she's doing with season 2. All the stuff she's doing with season 2, it was happening with us. Like just picking, like how she did Earth Q. How she did Earth Day was basically how she did me and April kind of a thing. But we were the originals to get that side of her. So I'm not trying to start season 2 or anything. I'm just trying to give an example of how all this is like history repeat. Yeah, she's doing the same shit just with a different group of people.
Yep, different group of people. Yep. So I'm over there one day. I'm going, man, this Wabbit trial stuff is crazy. And then that's when they started, Airs just, allowed Regina to create all these lies about Sis. And I guess that's when Biz tried to go up there and defend the meal ticket and Sis. And that's when he showed up with the suit on, creating the famous, he came in a suit and tie kind of thing for something on YouTube. But he said he just wanted to show respect, blah, blah, blah. But so then I couldn't remember. It's like second or third day of trial. And like I said, if Meal Ticket says he has on video, I just remember her saying, Barbiegirl, Tina, this is what Regina said. Yeah, y'all need to keep an eye on that. All the people with the most wrenches are the ones that y'all need to watch. Yeah. And so they were like, well, who is the people we need to watch with the most wrenches? And I think that was kind of like Ears was kind of like hitting around like, who are these people? And she was like, well, I'm going to name a few more, like April Harmony and Barbiegirl Tina. So I was like,
so she's doing the same shit that she's doing.
Damn. So she just threw them under the bus. She just like, boop, out of nowhere. Man, what I tell you, man, this lady, man, this witch, as a matter of fact.
Now, but she just was, she had a little bit more power under her because she was cool with KB at the time in Tears. So she had a little bit more leverage, I would say.
Yeah, and she
definitely had leverage. She was the queen.
Then said, April Harmony and Tina. See, then she created this story in her mind where I sat there and I was like, what the fuck is this? She created
I was going at Regina at that time, right?
Not yet.
I wasn't.
Not yet. Okay. Because remember, I had not yet. Because this was right when the Wabbit trial was happening. Remember, like you said, you didn't know the beginning of what was happening.
Yeah. I think I came in like towards the end of the Wabbit trial or the middle.
A little bit towards the end. Because remember, because I became a moderator before you, before the Wabbits were born. Remember, before the Wabbits were even created, I was a moderator for you, and that's why I'm over here more than I'm with the Wabbits because this is my original spot right here. So
shout out to the $5. It said, "Take your time, Barbie. I like the backstory. I remember Kevin Samuels giving Barbie a shout out on his show. Shout out to Barbie."
Yes, I remember that. That's another crazy story. That was another crazy story how that happened. But Kevin don't never shout anybody out. So Regina said that April Harmony and I actually knew each other. She lied to Ears' audience.
I can believe all that because I know how she lies on me and everybody else. So I could just imagine all the shit that she was telling KB and she was telling, Tears, boy, she was just having her way.
Yep. She said, me and April Harmony knew each other and we're working behind the scenes.
That's crazy.
To take down big channels like Kwame's channel.
That's what she be doing now. That's the same shit.
Damn. Now that's a huge accusation right there. That's big. Like, how can you make an accusation like that, again, without any evidence? Right? This is a teachable moment, yo. Listen to this shit, man. All this shit the Eggbody got away with. Man, listen to this shit.
Shit she doing now, so I can believe it.
And she said, and Barbie and April are here to take Kwame down. And I was like, what?
I can believe that.
I was sitting there like, what? And I was sitting there shocked because never in my life did I experience anybody creating a lie on me like that or creating anything like this on me. And this was almost kind of like this before the reality TV really hit the scene. This was almost starting the very beginning of like reality TV, but mixed with just online. It was like, it's all a little bit reality TV stuff, but it became almost reality TV because it's like, wait a second, how am I now part of a story of where someone's creating a drama or something that never even happened? Like, what? I'm like, are you crazy? I was like, you could always say, you know who I am? Like, this is not even something I would do anyway. I technically wouldn't even be over here talking to strangers online as it is. And now there's a story that me and April have known each other for years.
I can believe that because she still do that shit now. She be saying that I'm talking. I remember one time she said that me and Skinny talking behind the scenes to take down Kwame. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, she be making up random shit.
Yep. And that's the same day that she called out AK. That's the same day. So this is when she went for all. I guess she went for all the ladies, in the chat. This was her day of coming at all the women. Because remember she wanted to protect Milton was saying, scam my boss, whatever you want to call her. She then said AK was trying to take my boss down.
She motherfucker just be making up shit.
Right. But into my opinion, I mean, and maybe I'm being bamboozled here, but I thought AK was the sweetest thing in the world. I thought she was a sweet little angel. I didn't think AK was. So I was sitting there in the beginning, oh, she is? I was just thinking, and then when my name is, I'm like, wait a minute, now I know they lying because they lying on me.
Exactly. And that's how I felt. I'm like, oh,
there you go.
I'm like, why these two motherfuckers coming at me? I'm like, oh, this is what people are talking about because I'm an innocent bystander. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's exactly how it works. Is you don't realize it or you don't understand it or believe it quite yet until they come for you and you're going, oh my God, this is what she did to these other people. Now she's doing it. It's the same
shit. Same playbook.
Yep. And so, and I remember that poor girl was just perplexed on stage, like trying to figure out why they were saying all these terrible things about her. And I'm like, that's going to be me at some point. I'm like, no way, I'm never going to do anything with this crowd over here. This is sick. Why are these people lying on me? Then I'm like, you know what? No, I'm going to fight back. I'm like, no, I'm going to freaking fight back. And no, she's lying on me. And so that's when I started to get extra involved. Like, then we would go over to Lonnie's chat and things like that. But then at the same time, I had Skinny's people coming at me, calling me a man. And then, of course, Regina was, profiting or profiteering off of it, going, yeah, and she's a man. And it's a white man. Yeah. Then I was a white man, and I was this rich white man taking channels, and that was a fake picture. This is a fake picture of a woman. This person's not real.
Yeah, I think that was when you was Barbiegirl Wiener.
Yeah, that's when. Skinny used to call me. Yeah, Skinny used to call me Barbiegirl Wiener, and all this stupid stuff.
I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny, Barbiegirl Wiener. It's kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of funny.
Barbiegirl Wiener. Can you imagine explaining that to your family?
Man, yeah. Boy, damn.
Why is this person calling you Barbiegirl Wiener?
That shit crazy. So she just been doing the same thing. She been using the same play, but just a different player. Oh, this person trying to take you down. This person. Oh, they talk behind the scenes. They're in Discords and they like she's just doing the same shit.
Yeah, exactly. Barbiegirl Wiener. And then Ears made a rap song about me with Barbiegirl Wiener. I don't. Yeah, he made a rap song. Thick Cut put it out for him. Thick Cut put out a rap song for him, and of course I confronted Thick Cut a year or so later. Didn't know it was him, but he apologized. He's somebody that works behind the scene and does music drops and stuff for different content creators. He helps out Sis, and he used to work for Skinny, but he don't work for Skinny anymore. Now he's helping Sis and a couple other people. He's the one that made the Lonnie drops and stuff for Sis, all that stuff. Anyway, because Lonnie and Sis were fighting, and any drop that Sis has, Roll Rich and Thick Cut will be doing them for him because he just did whatever. Yeah, so so anyway, we were all helping the Sis and the meal ticket clear their names, and it became a thing. So we were like, then we'll just be these. And Sis started, not Sis, but Ears was saying ain't nothing but a bunch of rabbits. They're rabbits, and Ears didn't know any of us. Ears was just going along with whatever Regina told him. He didn't even know us, but he kept saying, "No, I've been around. I was in the background watching y'all for months. I was watching y'all for months." And we're like,
all that bullshit line. Yeah, all that boy. But man, just imagine. Look, I can only imagine what y'all was going through, knowing how much Tears lying and know how much Regina lying, and then not only that, they have, I wouldn't say the backing, but they have the I don't know what the right word is, but whatever it is, but they got KB in the corner.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I can understand. I can understand. Yeah, that was
all those people are the second season people. Yeah. Those are the second season. The people that are supporting Kwame right now, giving their money, giving their money. Sis was sending super chats. Mr. 704 was sending super chats. The meal ticket was sending super chats. We were the originals sending Kwame money, and Regina turned everybody that Kwame, that was showing Kwame love or any attention. We were just, loving on Kwame, sending money and, supporting them. She didn't like any of that. She wanted to be the only one that Kwame noticed. So this is when she turned on all of Kwame's people, just like she's doing now, but in a mega way. We were just the originals. Right, and think about it.
And that's where you the biggest liars on YouTube.
That's where you think about it. Then you came in.
I came in, yeah.
And you became a huge help me to Kwame. And Kwame was shouting you out. So guess what? You then became the target next.
But they fucked up.
Yeah, then that's when they fucked up.
That's when they fucked up. When they picked the wrong one. Well, y'all should have left me alone.
They
yeah, y'all picked the wrong one. Y'all just like, oh yeah, we're gonna get him the fuck up out of here. Shit.
Exactly. That's when they royally fucked up. See, they were coming for low-hanging fruit, people that didn't have channels, people that were genuinely, not saying you were genuinely nice or nothing, I'm just saying normal, nice people that wasn't in the YouTube world, viciously fighting for their lives every day. People that just walk around like dumb ducks, go, oh, all these people are nice. And you go, oh shit, you had already been seasoned a little bit. You had already been backstabbed and everything else.
Yeah, I already know how this YouTube streets work.
Yeah, people were like, nah, joker.
Yeah, like, what? I'm like, what the fuck is this? Regina? I'm like, Sister T and Regina came to me at the same time, so I said, oh, this is what I've been hearing about. I said, okay.
So right when they were doing towards the, right, so right when they were doing the trial, your name was brought up in one of Kwame's lives, and I was like, let me go check out this Dammndee person. I was like, I kind of miss donating and helping and this. So I'm like, let me go check out this Dammndee person. So the rabbits weren't there yet. Still, rabbits weren't even. We just had like a small little kind of disconnect with each other because we'd all been lied on. So I came over here. Me and April came over here kind of same time. You was like, I don't want any moderators. Blah blah blah. Yep. And then you're like, you know what? And then so one of the people over here, Mr. Fair, and Fair or something.
I think it was Fair and Balance at the time.
Yeah,
Fair and Balance paid for you to be a moderator.
Yeah, he was like, you need to make Barbie a moderator. He was like, I thought. Yeah, so April Harmony came over here and was a moderator at the beginning, but she got torn between you and Skinny because she started helping Skinny a whole lot more and she got farther away from Bust Light. So Mr. Fair and Balance was like, no, you need Barbie. He was like, I will pay you, D. And this man sent D money to mod me.
I was like, shit, fuck it, if you gonna pay for it, all right, cool.
He was like, no, but then he was so confident knowing that I was the perfect fit for Viewer. That was almost 3 years ago, right? So then D was like, all right, we'll just make him mod. Everybody was like, yay!
So, fuck it, you gonna pay for it, all right, cool.
And D didn't even know who I was. He was like, Barbie, are you like a 12-year-old boy?
Yeah, I didn't know who he was. I had no idea who the hell he was. I'm like, all right, mod you up then. All right, shit, trying to pay for you. All right, they must believe you in some ways.
Yeah, he was like, Barbie, let me ask you one question. Are you a 12-year-old boy in your mom's basement using a credit card to send super chat?
Damn right. I was like, man, I don't trust you motherfuckers with these avatars. Hell no. I thought you was Bobby Boy Wiener Teamer, goddamn. He's goddamn right. I sure did. I thought you was catfishing the motherfucker. I sure did. I said, hell no, I don't believe this motherfucker. Hell no. Hell no. Who the hell is this like skin blue eyes and shit? I said, hell no. These titties all over, their titties all laid up like this. I said, hell no. Who the fuck is this? Yeah, this some 12-year-old white boy in his mom's basement somewhere. Goddamn right.
That's exactly what D said I was. A 12-year-old boy in my mom's basement.
I sure did.
Using a credit card.
I sure did.
It's what's so crazy now is no one knew who I really was until eventually I started to branch off and started giving people my Snapchat and my Instagram. And to this day, almost a lot of people in your chat actually follows me on Snapchat and sees me posting almost every day, if not every other day, posting different pictures of me and different things. So they all know I'm real. But anyway.
Saw them damn titties. I was like, hell no. Hell no, that's a 12-year-old boy. Them damn titties up like this.
Remember in the beginning, he used to call me Barbie Troy.
I was like, hell no, I don't trust this motherfucker right here. Hell no. Dude, don't trust you.
Like, that's a man. And then remember what Ears said? And then Ears will say, I'm glad. And then Ears will say, I'm glad Barbiegirl Tina decided to walk away anyway with a wrench because nobody that good looking comes over in places like this anyway. I was like, what? He was like, that's probably not even a real person. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? So this whole time you thought I was a man and you gave me a wrench and saying I want you to be my number one mod joker? No. It's like, stop playing with me, Ears. Stop playing. So then I came over here and started helping you out. And then slowly but surely, you know, the name Wabbit kept being used and they got into, I don't want to say they got into Kwame's head because if Kwame was in here, nobody got into my head here. I'm just saying the trial kept going on and Kwame was in the middle of it and a lot of good people was made out to be the bad guys. And so that group of bad guys became the Wabbits.
I mean, I wouldn't blame, but Kwame just thought they were good people, right? KB probably thought Regina was good and Tears was good. So,
you know. He probably thought they had my best interest.
Imagine the lies they were saying. Hey, I wish I was paying attention back then.
Exactly.
Both of them motherfuckers together.
Yep. Woo. And then they were intentionally, they never had good intentions for Kwame at all. It was all about them. It was all about what they could get out of it. And the people that were actually just supporting Kwame, like the J Hustlers and Sis and Milton and me and April, if you go back and look at it, D, we were the ones that were supporting Kwame financially. Not saying Kwame needed our money, but like supporting what he was doing for the children. We were the main ones helping him with the kids. And it was like, wow. So she handpicked his supporters, literally took his supporters and started throwing them underneath the bus. So of course, these people eventually felt betrayed. Some felt hurt. Some felt shocked and perplexed because they had never experienced such a thing like this. As far as me, and people always ask me, say, Barbie, did you feel hurt or betrayed or this? No, I felt betrayed, but I never felt any other emotion with that because I've never seen you guys in real life. Like you guys are not in my, in my circle and the people around. So you guys it's a different type of life. So YouTube is real life, but it's a different part of your life. So what's happening on YouTube is real. It just, you have to learn to compartmentalize it and put it in a different compartment in your mind and say, okay, this is real, but this doesn't affect my everyday life unless I allow it to, you know what I'm saying? So there was really no ever me just sitting around going, oh man, crying, I can't believe this happened to me, like, why are you doing it? It was just more so angry and like, man, I'm fighting back, forget this, no, y'all don't get this fucking work, kind of a deal, like, no, I don't give a fuck. And that's when I finally went on Lonnie's stage. I cussed Ronald out, I cussed out Tyria and freaking Hollywood Cole. And that's when everybody heard my voice for the first time. They're like, oh my God, it is a woman. And then it was
okay, so that's the first time you hit the panel?
Yes, and they heard there was a woman's voice behind Avatar. So like, oh my God, it's not a man, that is a woman. Then it was, is she the woman in the picture? Then that's what became the big thing still. Then it became, oh, she's the woman in the picture, but it's doctor's work. Doctors have been working on her, giving her plastic surgeries, and she has a men's private part still, and she's in a wheelchair and all this other stuff.
That is insane.
The audience is like, what is happening right now? But this is the mind of Regina. I mean, and I'm sorry, but I mean, I know some of you guys love Skinny, but this is in the mind of Skinny. Skinny developed in his mind that I have a male part. I mean, come on.
Bobby Boy Wiener. Bobby
Boy Wiener. He actually made a song to it, was rapping to it. I'm like, damn, this dude is sold that I'm a guy.
So that was when they were Regina was going on with the narratives and all that stuff and all this, and then
remember, then they started saying April was a man. I was like, oh my God. I was like, you know what? I give up. Then
it's either you a man or you gay. Either or. If you're a woman, you're a man, and if you're a man, you're gay. Like those
Right, or
are the go-to.
you're a man in a wheelchair.
Like same shit. If you're a woman, you're a man, and if you're a man, you're gay. Those are the go-to discs.
Yep, Sister T was the first one to say Barbie's in a wheelchair.
Same.
I was like, what, bro?
Yeah. Same shit for everybody.
I'm sorry, D, if my mic got loud. Oh my God, yeah, she said I was in a wheelchair, D. She said I was in a wheelchair. I'm like, that's in the mind of Sister T. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know what? That Barbie Troy boy wiener, that's a man in a wheelchair.
You make up anything.
I know, right? It's anything. A man and I'm in a wheelchair. Imagine my family hearing this. Go, what is going? They're like, what are you doing? Well, what happened was I kind of know these people, and my family's like, get rid of these bums. I'm like, well, no, I gotta fight back. And they're like, fuck you. This person said you're in a wheelchair and that you're a man. Why do you put up with this shit? They'll be my family would go crazy, like, why do you put up with this? You're just getting attacked every day. And my sister said, one of my sisters said she went into Skinny's chat one day and was cussing him out and everything. They didn't know it was
really?
her.
Oh,
yeah, she said she got blocked and everything. She said she went in there cussing him out saying, she's not a man and blah, blah, blah. Yep, that was...
Man, wow. Barbiegirl Tina, woo! She was laying out a lot. You remember that? Yeah, I remember when they were saying that crazy stuff about Barbie. And that's one of the things that had me disconnected. I was looking at them sideways, all the people that was saying that. You know what I mean? I was looking at all of them. I was like, what is the motive behind them pushing this narrative that Barbie was a man? I just never got it. You know what I mean? It, to me, what I concluded was it was racial hate. You know, it was racial hate. It was definitely racism, in my opinion. Just my opinion. You know, and then, you know, Barbie, you know, she had her money, so you know what I mean. And then KB was giving her attention. So all of that together, but this is a teachable moment. Anybody that you see that is on in real life or on these platforms that's coming out and giving these elaborate ideas, putting these ideas out there about people, you know, without any evidence. That's the key thing, without any evidence. And then when they don't put things in context, right, in the right context, you got to be careful of those types of people. They're not using the right context and they don't have any evidence, right? You got to watch out for those people. They tend to blur the lines a lot. And that's dangerous. That is very, very dangerous, man. Poor Barbie, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to her for, you know, fighting, you know what I'm saying? Fighting back and doing what she thought was best. And shout out to her family for trying to protect her peace. Like, yo, what are you doing? These people are calling you all of this shit. You don't have to take this shit. Get off. You know what I'm saying? You know, get off of this shit. You don't need to be over here. Shit, you got a good life. You know what I mean? You don't need this. So shout out to them for you know. And she said, I think she said her sister came on once in the chat and was cussing them out in tears chat because they were saying that, you know, she was a man. That was funny. Shout out to her sis. Now that's how you do it right there. But wow, Barbiegirl Tina. I mean, damn, they really said a lot of terrible things about poor Barbie. Poor Barbie. Just no proof. And look at it. You know what it is too? You see how they be moving the goalposts? So she comes on and you hear her voice. Oh, now, oh, that's, you know, this, it's something else. It's always something else. Isn't it the same play that these people been running the whole time, y'all? Am I bugging? The same old plays, bro. Same old plays.
I was like, no, I was like, y'all don't have to do that. No, I was like, I got this. It's just, they're like, just get away from these sick people. I'm like, yeah, I was like, well, we'll see. That was a year, 2 years ago, but I'm still here.
Yeah.
Who are these sick people? Right. So
salute to Empress 13 and Cutting Edge pulling up. How y'all doing? Salute. Blister had all kinds of lies. She fell out the chair fake fighting. Hennessy girl. That's what's up.
So that's why, I'm over here more often because this is where I originally was. And then I helped defend the Wabbits, like helping, because I was defending myself too, So there is no such thing as, oh, you're part of the Wabbits, so you must be a bad batch.
So what do you think was her reason of going at Sis in the beginning?
I think because in the beginning, she wanted Sis to do her dirty work that she wanted to do, and he wouldn't do it. So then Ears came in. She wanted Sis originally to go at Mr. Skinny.
Oh, okay.
He wanted to use his egoism and wherewithal and his voice to go
makes sense because she's always trying to recruit people to fight her battles. So
Sis was her first choice. She adored Sears. She adored Sis. This was before Ears came, and because she said that Sis was witty and was smart and quick on his toes and very knowledgeable about some things, and she thought, wow, if I can get this guy, he could be one of my henchmen.
Yo, I could see that. I could see the egg body doing that because she's always trying to recruit people to fight her battles. I could definitely see that. It definitely was very insightful. Definitely, I ain't gonna lie to you, Cutting Edge. That's facts. I learned a lot. I'm looking at this with an even more awareness to what the hell really went down, how it went down, who got attacked, and why people are friends with certain people. Is because of the experience that they had with the egg body and this goddamn rabbit trial, man. She's crazy, man. I could have been attacked if I was up in the forefront, go hitting the panels and stuff like that. I could have been attacked already, but I was in the chat, but I wasn't, you know what I mean? I was kind of more chill with it.
But he saw the weirdness. He saw all the crazy stuff, and he was, at some point talking to some of us behind the scenes, and we're like, "Yeah, you see it? You see it too?" Like me and Jay Hustler would talk behind the scenes sometimes. I'm like, "Jay Hustler, are you seeing what I'm seeing?" And he would be like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "You don't see Sister T acting strange?" And he was like, "No." I was like, "Well, you must have missed that live." And he would be like, "Well, which little big things?" I was like, "Look right here." And it was in. He was like, "Yeah, that is a little too much, but man, she's still cool." She's just like, "Something's not right." And they're like, "No, just let them do their thing." And then and ultimately, I was talking one time with Jay Hustler, and Jay Hustler was like, "You know what, Barbie? I'm starting to see it. This lady, something wrong is crazy. I'm gonna call her out." And I was like, "Damn."
Yeah, so even Jay Hustler started to realize, oh man. Shout out to Jay Hustler. Shit.
Damn. I'm like thinking, because I didn't have a platform enough at that time, no voice, no nothing. And so that's when Sister T went to Jay Hustler's panel, because remember, Sister T was supposed to be Jay Hustler's YouTube auntie. That was the auntie. That's what Sister T was.
All these damn aunties, man. I don't want no YouTube auntie, all right? No YouTube cousin. None of that shit, all right? Period.
The auntie, the meal ticket. The auntie. Yep, she was everybody's auntie, and everybody was feeling the auntie mood, and Sister T is in the house. We the people in the house.
We the people in the house. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Big dummy.
People in the house.
Okay. Yeah.
God damn.
I see a Barbiegirl is in the
I see Barbiegirl.
I see a meal ticket.
Barbiegirl is in the house. I see Cutting Edges in the house. I see Empress 13 in the house. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, shut up.
So all of us, man, we were like thinking, yeah, jamming and having a good time. And so we started slowly seeing the selfishness seep in, and the opportunistic side of people coming out and what they could get or earn, or the notoriety. They wanted notoriety. They wanted to be noticed. They wanted all these things. So we weren't like that. So that's why we were cast out. Anybody that had anything different to say, you were immediately, if you say, well, no, Regina, Skinny didn't do that because you said this is Skinny. Then it was like, oh, you're part of the Wabbits. Anybody that sent a super chat while Skinny was calling me tumbleweed, you're a Wabbit.
Yeah.
Yo, look at y'all in the house. Yeah.
Because everything that you're saying, what she was doing back then, she's still doing it now. So I believe everything that you're saying. She's still doing that same shit now.
Oh, if you were typing over there when Skinny said tumbleweed or anything, I'm gonna take you to court. You're a Wabbit, and I'm gonna get you and all this other stuff. Exact same thing. But now there's a little bit more behind it because she's had so much time to be over there with Kwame as a moderator. She had a lot more backing and things like that. So when season 2 is getting ready to happen, all these other new group of people are walking into it. They're going, man, fuck them Wabbits and this. And the Wabbits. Well, of course the Wabbits are gonna give back a little bit of a bite now because they've been put in a hard rock, in a place, whatever you want to call it, put in a position. And some Wabbits did go a little bit over the board, but we can't control everybody, right? So we do have some good Wabbits, and we have some.
Shout out to Barbie for keeping it a bean. You know what I'm saying? For putting the story in its full context and fullity. Yeah, Barbie doing a great job telling her story.
was. But we still all stick together because we were there at the beginning when we were all just thrown out like we were nothing, lied on and stuff. So we just kind of stuck together because and there's really no friends over here, but you still have to have something with people. You know, if you really want to survive, you know, like in an atmosphere like this, you have to have a little bit of rapport with some people. So sometimes talking behind the scenes with some of the people that are in your circle is actually healthy. You know, just be careful, don't give them everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, okay, next question.
Shit, I mean, so
Somebody said Barbiegirl. Somebody said, I said, okay, yeah.
yeah, that was when she beat that people in the house, and I
Yep.
think this was when I was the mole.
Yes,
and then she came out and said I was the mole.
And this was right. This is right after I became a moderator. She was like, you know what? I know that there's a new sheriff in town.
Yep, I mean,
Me and Kwame are taking over, and there's a mole.
Yep.
And I know who the mole is. So we're all on the edge of our seats. Who is it? Who is it? We're going.
Y'all remember that damn mole when she was trying to insinuate that Dammndee was the mole? I think everybody should remember that because that's when things really got popping and heated. I was like, a mole? You know what I mean? Now, at first, I did not believe that Dammndee was a mole, but I didn't think that the egg body or Blister T had what I would say nefarious intentions. I wasn't looking at them crazy. You know, I really wasn't. Honestly, I was not. So I was looking at it like, you know, maybe they're just being old, miserable women and they're being overprotective, right? You know what I'm saying? Because remember, I didn't watch the Wabbit trial, so I didn't know what the accusations and who they was throwing it at over there at the time. I was just listening to Bus Life Dammndee, right? That's all that was going on, right? And remember, Dammndee was reacting to a lot of the KB stuff on his POV channel. At that point, I don't think he had a beef channel now, did he? Dammndee made a beef channel specifically to separate all the stuff that was going on. Because remember, he was originally going live about Blister T on his main channel, Dammndee POV. Y'all remember that, right? I hope y'all remember that. He didn't have a beef channel until later on. And now the beef channel, the amount of content he got on there, he put out more content on the beef channel. You fell asleep on the rest of the live, say what? Yeah. That's when the penny dropped for me. That's when the penny dropped. Yeah, so Empress, right? So I was still like, all right, let me see what's going on with these two ladies. But you see when the egg body tried to stop the shoe drive, I said the school drive that Dammndee was doing, when she tried to put a stop to that, I said, no, something wrong with this lady. Because this is how I was looking at it. Me and you got an issue. How are you going to make me and your issue turn into you affecting the kids in a way that something that they should receive that's going to be good and helping them, and not just helping one kid, but a lot of different children? You're going to hold that against the content creator while they come on your pet. Like, yo, come on, man. Come on. Come on. Because you and them got issues. Like, come on, man. That was one of the biggest red flags for me. And Dammndee did such an excellent job in exposing these two women. Like, at first, when he was saying what he was saying about them, I didn't 100% agree. I was still holding out for hope that, yo, maybe this is just a misunderstanding and they're going to come to some agreement. Because remember, it was all Bus Life, right? Man, when this man started to put out the fact and evidence, oh yeah, it was over. I saw it clear as day what he was talking about. I said, oh my God. We have a dulo twist. We have two of the biggest dulo twists in Bus Life. Egg Body and Blister T. And they both got close to KB. Trying to tell you.
Well, damn,
that was the mode.
Yep, and then it was Dammndee was the mode. I was like, bruh. I was like, bro.
Yeah, I was the mode. Then I had a sneaker contract. I was talking to Mr. Skinny, and I was talking to Gilbert. And I'm like, what?
Yeah,
I'm like,
oh yeah, right. You were supposed to be talking to Gilbert.
I said, oh, these motherfuckers are crazy. Then Regina come out of nowhere. She coming out of nowhere. Yeah. I forgot what the fuck she said. What she said. I don't know. She wrote on her wall of death. Basically coming at me and trying to support Sister T. Like,
so Hennessy, you was happy.
You know, let middle-aged women say what we want to say. Or, I
forgot.
Yeah, I remember when she was trying to pull that age card, as if because of her age she could just say and do whatever and get away with it, and just disrespect other, younger men because she's the age that she's at. Man, you better go ask somebody, lady. Shit. Those days are done. All right, there ain't no toleration and no type of disrespect from anybody, old or young.
How dare someone your age, come against? So you need to take your rightful place or something, or
something like that.
Stay in your place and all this other stupid junk. And
but
D, you were actually very nice. You gave them a warning.
I was very strict.
Big facts. You know what I mean? Then what she said, Barbiegirl, he was very nice. Bolo, you and I used to go back and forth in D chat about the two. I keep telling you that they wasn't ish. That's a fact. Me and Miss Collins got our own story now. Me and Miss Collins got our own story. Me and her was definitely going back and forth in the chat. Miss Collins was probably going to other places and in other chats, and she was seeing the stuff that I wasn't seeing. So she understood who these two hags were, right? I didn't know. Like I said, I was still holding out for hope, right? So me and Miss Collins definitely used to go, and in a respectful way, of course, always. I just held my position, and I was like, all right, let me see what's going on. I'm waiting on the evidence. But Miss Collins already knew what time it was, man. That's a fact. Right? Yeah, she's still trying to use that to protect class. Yeah, you're right. Definitely still trying to do that.
Strategic. It was the reason why I did all that. I said, hey, leave me alone, man. I ain't your enemy. I was very strategic with my shit. I said, okay, this is okay. Oh, y'all sure?
Even if you want to call it strategic, it still showed the goodness and the pureness.
Because I am. I don't just go off on, especially older people.
But right? I don't look at it that way, D. I look at you still as being a good, solid person. When you gave the warning out of being strategic, I think you gave the warning out of just being a good person, like giving them the hey, don't mess with me. Basically, you're saying I know how I am.
Exactly. So that's exactly what I did. So I'm like, please leave me alone. All right, I don't know you people. I should say I don't know you people.
I don't know you.
So I'm like, I'm trying to give y'all warning. So me being saying that I was strategic, I'm just saying I know myself. So I ain't gonna just jump out the window. I'm like, please leave me alone. All right. I don't know you people. All right. I ain't never said nothing about you people. I don't know you.
And remember, it was Sister T at the beginning tried to come for you. And remember, Regina thought she was gonna come in and help Sister T. It was gonna be a wrap. She thought, okay, once I come over here, when me and you gonna get Dammndee, and Dammndee gonna be gone. And they had no clue.
They had no motherfucking clue. I tried to tell them.
Yep. And then you started. Then literally, you kept in a rotation and was just whooping both their ass.
The good old days.
Yeah, those are the good old days. Literally, it'd be one live about Sister T one day. The next
day after. Yep.
One live is just like
had their ass in rotation, boy.
Exactly. You're literally without the street fighting, just knocking them out one by one, and just kept coming back like zombies.
Boy, they fucked up with that, boy. Like I know they said like, damn, we should have done this. We should let that up.
But in their minds, they thought, no, if we just keep going, we're eventually gonna get them, and that's where they fucked up. And that's what same thing Ears did with me. No, remember he told you, he said, D, give Barbie some time, give her some time, she's gonna betray you. And
I remember that. I remember that. It was me and you on the live stream. I said, I bet you Sister T snake you before Barbiegirl Tina did. Yeah. I remember that. I remember that live stream.
But to say that to somebody and you don't even know that person, and or that person has never shown signs of doing anything like that. Yep. So it's like they create these stories in their minds. It's some type of mental illness, and it's got to be time on their hands where they're sitting around thinking of these things before they actually go live. And
that's a great point that Bobby made, because they be coming up with some of the most elaborate stories, bruh. Yeah, Miss Collins is always warning us. KB. She cares. Miss Collins gives a shit. You know what I'm saying? Miss Collins is a good person.
That's what's about it. That's what's really sick about it, is they actually sit there and think about these things before they go live. Because it's like, you cannot come up with something like that just like jumping on stage. It's impossible. Yep. It's impossible. Saying me and April Harmony knew each other? It's like, what the, come on. That didn't just drop out of the sky. No, you thought about that the day before. You're like, you know what? April Harmony and T, I bet they know each other. Let me pass this by Sister T. Regina. They both light-skinned. They both light-skinned. They're both light skinned, and you know how the light skins stick together. So April Harmony and Barbie know each other. Okay, the AK, Oh, she out here trying to get Kwame's money.
Yep.
You know what? It's all that junk was going through their minds and probably sharing messages, and them jokers brought it.
Probably
You know, we should have knew something was wrong when, I'ma check it. We should have knew something was wrong when she started to say, I'ma light the bitch up. Yeah, we should have knew something was wrong with that lady. I swear, we should have knew something was goddamn wrong.
on the phone with each other, text messaging, they all huddling up together.
And then they brought Ears in as one of the little women to chat. And Ears, you know what? You were right about so and so. Ears, can you talk about that on your live? And then I'll come in, and they brought it to a theater near you. That's exactly what they did.
Oh man, that shit is, man, damn. I wish people would have. As I said, I wasn't paying attention back then, but man, I wish somebody had all that stuff. Especially all them screenshots of when.
And with the knowledge that we have now, people are doing that with season 2. Yeah. Do you realize right now people are screenshotting? People are keeping the evidence from the scissors to the True Essence to the business. All these people are screenshotting and collecting the evidence because they already know what happened in season 1. And we sat around and go, I wish we had a screenshot. I wish we would save that video. Well, guess what? In season 2, we got most of all the material. Yeah, just like Meal Ticket just said, I got it on video. Yep. It's so weird how her own words came back to actually haunt her. She just said, got him on video. Got him on video. Got him on video, Kwame. And then now she's on video.
She's on video. Got your ass on video. Got your ass.
Damn! Hey, Tammy, that's your daughter? Damn! Okay, I got it. I saw it. Okay, shit.
As on screenshots.
Yep, exactly. So people are saying, Barbie, if you go on Dee's panel tonight, you need to, before you leave, you need to read something off Regina's wall. So I told him I would, but definitely. Because you got to do a outro of Regina. All right. So, but then a lot of people also asked me too, how did you realize that you sounded similar to Regina? And I never knew that I did. She said something. It wasn't, let me tell my story. I think it was the video. I got him on video because a lot of people kept saying it, right? So one day I was, because sometimes when we're at home and we're by ourselves, and sometimes when these lives start getting heated, you will find yourself starting to cheer on one side or another. Like, yeah, go, you be talking to the computer as well. Like, hold on. You're like, they lying. Let me type. So one day when she said something, I got it on video, and something happened to her, and like, no, we got you on video. And I screamed out, I got it on video, right? So I kind of sound like her, right? And I'm like, no, I probably said, no, D got it on video. Probably something like that. I was just talking to myself. And my sister, watching you or something. I'm like, talking to myself, shoot. I'll be mad if sometimes I talk to myself. I'm like, oh, hell no, sugar.
That's funny.
I'm like, D got it on video. No, oh, hell no, girl. I'm typing. So, yeah. So I noticed then I kind of sounded similar like her. So I was like, you know what? So I sat down one day and I was reading her wall, because Keep the Change messaged me or something. She said, Barbie.
That's crazy. That story about sounding like Regina is crazy. But shout out to Kimberly Ellis. How you doing? Happy Sunday to you. When everybody had access to KB video, I think she got rid of a lot of the evidence. Nah, a lot of those videos, in my opinion, they're on members only, or they're on private. KB got him. He got him.
Did you read Regina Wall? She said something about you. So I was like, what? I'm on the wall? I was like, oh my God. And I just ran over there to go look to see what it was. And I was reading it. And it was Barbiegirl Tina, you are a snake, and you will be, I'm gonna expose you to everybody, all this stuff. So I was like, you know what I did? I was mealy mouthing it back. It was like, I'm gonna expose you to everybody. So I was reading it back. I was like, yeah, okay, then bring it then, bitches. So I started reading her words.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, motherfucker. So I started reading her words. And I said, you know what? Let me record this, because she's going to remove it off of her wall one day. No, I'm recording this. So I made a recording where I was sounding like her. And I just decided one day when I started my channel, I said, guys, y'all want to know something weird that I did? And they're like, what did you do weird? Because they kept saying, Barbie, get a channel, Barbie, get a channel. I'm like, hell no, I ain't get no channel. Y'all crazy, get out of here with that. I'm not even supposed to be here. Yada. They're like, no, Barbie, get a channel. So I would just go live and laugh. I'm like, oh, you know what I'm doing here, guys? And we just laughing. And I ran it by them. I said, guys, you want to know what I did? And they're like, what'd you do? I said, I did something kind of weird. And they're like, what'd you do weird? I said, I put myself on audio reading Regina's wall. And they're like, what? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, well, we want to hear it. So I played it for everybody, and everybody went crazy. Like, oh my God, you sound just like her. And oh my God, you got to post this. You got to post it. So then that's when I just started posting separate ones of me doing her wall. But I had already, had my channel, and I was doing some shows after you were done, doing your lives. But then everybody still wanted me to do the Regina thing, but the Regina thing wasn't bringing in the numbers. The Regina voice was cool, and people wanted to hear it, but it wasn't enough for people to stick around, right? So then they kept saying, well, Barbie, just talk, just laugh, just do anything. I was like,
oh Lord,
I was like, well, guys, I don't need to be here. I'm like, why do y'all want me to have a channel? And
they created a monster. The egg body dogged out AK. Yeah, we're really hoping that AK comes and tells her story, because this series is developing into something that I'm just like, wow, a lot of stuff I didn't know that was happening coming from a moderator's perspective. Yeah, we really need to get in touch with AK. AK! If for whatever reason you're listening to me on my channel, we need you to come and tell your story. Surviving the egg body, god damn it. Let's go.
They should have never told you to laugh. Yeah, whoever told Barbiegirl Tina to laugh, fuck you.
It was Draco. It was Draco.
He said he should never told her to laugh. They created a monster. Man, shout out to the monster. Shout out to the monster. That laugh is contagious, Barbie. I ain't lying.
Draco told you to laugh. Oh, fuck you, Draco, because you done created a monster. Oh, shit. Draco created a damn monster.
Draco. No, I created Draco, but okay. I did create Draco, by the way. I did. I really did. No one. Draco came in as a newbie, and I had all these wrenches. And whenever I would go wrench for another channel, I would send a back message and say, "I need you to mod up this guy, Draco. He's good. I've known him from the beginning, from the jump. It was really from the jump. It was me, Sis, and Draco. So those were the three amigos, me, Draco, and Sis. And it still is that way, kind of in a way. It still is. And then they saw me. I was already over here, so I always just kept both parties. I always kept my group with you, and I kept my group with those guys, with Sis and them. Now there's some things that Sis does that I don't agree with, and I will let Sis. I do tell Sis those things, and I have said some things in front of people that I don't agree with. Some of the things Sis does, and Sis and I will talk behind the scenes, or we'll go through our little thing. But we all knew each other well before any of this started, so we're genuine to each other, and we all know what it is. We know what's real over here and what's not. You know what I mean? And so when Sis goes against anybody over here, Sis doesn't have any real super intentions of like, I'm gonna ruin this person's life kind of thing. He's just still in the mood of fighting back and getting content just like everybody else is. You know what I mean? He doesn't have any real solid, like, oh my God, I really want to kill this person, or I really hate this person, I'm gonna find this person. There's nothing like that. He's just he's become a content creator just like people wanted him to become, and now he's doing his thing, and he's doing other things. That's just a whole separate entity over there. So, there's no real serious, war. Now it was a war at the beginning, but most of that really kind of died down, but this is still the after effects of that. So next question.
Shit. I mean, damn, we didn't win over a lot of shit.
I know, right? We got a good video where there's ground coverage just in case all this is lost in a tornado or something.
Sounds like you are the real Bus Life historian.
Exactly. The historian of Bus Life, joking for real. The historian that...
Facts. She is the Bus Life historian. Yeah. Shout out to the repairman. What's up? Audrey, you see all of this stuff? I didn't know. I did not know.
Will tell the truth from both sides. Like, I'm not gonna make up something and just create a story in my mind. Like, Ears creates a story in his mind.
And so crazy. What do you think about Regina and Tears' relationship? Since we're on Regina, what do you think about their relationship? I mean, you're honest. Because something's weird. They have a weird relationship. It's like a Ike and Tina type of deal. It's something very strange about those two. How do you feel about their relationship?
I think Regina in the beginning did some flirting. And I think Ears took to that a little bit. But then at the same time, he realized that Regina was the age of like a mother would be. So then I think over attractiveness, being attracted to her or being mothered, I think that was a balance for him. Like, okay, she's attracted to me. She's not a bad looking woman, but she is the same as my mom would be. I'm saying in his mind, right?
So you think Tears is attracted to Regina?
I don't want to say 100%, but I think in the beginning.
In your opinion.
I think part of him is, but I think the balancing scale weighs more to the side of being mothered by her, getting disciplined from her. I think in the beginning it was kind of like, okay, I'm attracted to her a little bit and I don't mind it. But then when the motherly part came in with yelling at him a little bit, disciplining him a little bit, in his mind, there probably was some type of misbalance going on. And he probably then said, well, I like the mothering part more, so I probably will keep continuing to have her around and we can have this love-hate relationship.
I think we can all agree that, yeah, their relationship is very, very strange. Tears and Egg Body, very, very strange.
Back and forth, but I know Regina basically is not going to just literally walk away from me forever. I can just pick her up and put her down when I want to, kind of thing. And she's felt that way about him. Regina has no interest in Ears at all. She just is there to manipulate and use him for what his circumstances are. She's an opportunist, so she feeds off of what has gone wrong.
I believe that
wrong in his life, and she picks it up and morphs into what he wants her to be. That's why she's able to get mad at him, say what she wants to say, walk away for a month or two, and she knows that whenever she wants to come back, all she has to do is do the motherly approach, and she's back in.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Yeah, because I don't give a fuck.
Miss Chicago, what's up? What's going on, baby?
If someone apologizes to me or not, if you prove to me, if you show me once who you are, I'm going to believe you. I ain't going to keep giving you second, third, and fourth chances. Nah, fuck that.
Yes, in a normal, healthy mind, that's how it would normally go. But for someone that has been through a traumatic situation like he has been through, and he does not know how to connect with people on a certain level because there's a big, huge chain link that was broken in that path of ornament of growing up and having the process of both parents, being there, he does not know how to relate to that. So when something comes his way where it seems like how things should have been, he's going to always gravitate towards that. Yeah. So all of his things that he did in the beginning, like going for a certain type of woman or going for a certain type of person, he's going to continue to go to some of those behaviors, even as much as he fights it. You know what I'm saying? It's already who he is because there's trauma there. Now, if he goes and gets some type of evaluation and gets the help that he needs, he can actually, get through most of this. But he refuses. Right.
True Essence said, I don't give a fuck. Fuck that nigga in this hoe. Fuck, I don't like that nigga. I don't give a man. Fuck Tears, fuck Regina, fuck all of that. Fuck them motherfuckers.
Me have a limited amount of time on this earth, yeah. And you think me I go take that time there and hold grudges, vex with people and I focus on people and not focus on me? You're mad, man. Me have a limited amount of time on this earth, yeah. And you think me I go take that time there and hold grudges, vex with people and I focus on people and not focus on me? You're mad, man.
Yeah, I have to go on a commercial break real quick. The rain is falling, y'all. You hear that? Damn.
True Essence said she plays on men's motherly bond.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. A person like this that's an opportunist, they will play these moments out in their mind before they actually do it. So she will actually sit there while drinking coffee and say to herself, you know what? Here's made a comment, and actually all I have to, okay, here's my chance to get back in. I can say this, and I can, send them a cash app for $5, and I can say, please call me, or why are you not picking up your phone? Now, we have each other's back and you need to check in, kind of little things, something like they think that person would want to hear. And
I think Barbie has psychoanalyzed the egg body to the T. What y'all think? What y'all think about Barbie's assessment of the egg body? I think she's on point.
It's just the same thing you would do in a relationship type of thing, but she knows how to do it towards the need of what she thinks that person may or want. And maybe that person may want that or don't realize they want that, and it's happening. So it was just like, so many people were kicking and screaming, go, Kwame, don't you see this? This lady's using you. She wants you to look at her as a motherly, person, because she kind of played that same card with Kwame. And let's all admit here, Kwame did have a soft spot there for Regina because he allowed her to do what she did for so long. So a lot of people didn't like that either. So season 1 kind of got frustrated with Kwame too, because it's like, Kwame, you don't see this? You don't see what she's doing? And now when it's happening to season 2, those people from season 1 are going, arms sitting there folded, going, okay, now y'all see how we feel? And like the jokers that are still going against us.
I'm sure KB knows, like he understands, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not about to sit here and speak for KB or anything like that. But
yeah, you don't have to speak for somebody. You just go by the pattern and what you see. So it's not that you're speaking negative against anybody. You're just speaking it for how it happened. You speak for how. At
this point, he didn't. Well, I don't know, but he didn't. Well, I don't know what their relationship was. But they didn't really know. Well, I don't want to speak because I don't know what their relationship was at that time. But y'all knew what she was, because y'all was dealing with it face on. So y'all experience with Regina was different from his experience.
Well, I think Kwame also found her. She made. I don't want to say she gave him a fair trade though, but she made herself. I don't want to say made herself useful. She made herself for what she needed at that time. So it wasn't like she was getting anything. So I think it was kind of a hard decision. He was like, wait a minute, this lady, supports me. She's, done this and that, whatever, and all things. She talks to me behind the scenes. This woman has my phone number. I've actually met this woman in person or whatever. He may have not known her like on a different level, but they did choose to show up at Seesaw or whatever they did or whatever. So there's a little bit of a rapport there. Let's all admit that there is a rapport there. So that's all tied in with that. And that's how eventually you get yourself wrapped up in some of this stuff, is when you do start giving people opportunities to meet you outside of, YouTube and giving them your phone number and all that stuff. You do kind of let their world into yours. So I think that's what happened here. Not that he was just so gung-ho for Regina, but she made herself useful in the room. I mean, she did the thing, until it all got out again.
Yeah, and shout out to True Essence. And as I said this a long time ago, KB tells you exactly what it does. He said he allows people to expose themselves, just like what True Essence said. KB lets people expose themselves, so you can see for yourself who these people are.
Yes, he invited everyone to Seesaw. Yes, he did. He did invite everyone to Seesaw, and those two just happened to show up. And what True Essence is saying here is she's saying, okay, she's taking them to court and all these other things. Yeah, and he says, and KB allows these people to open up and let them reveal themselves. But also at the same time, Kwame has to be careful too, because you can't do that with every single character. You can't allow every single character to push you in your chat and the people that support you to the limit to where you just start losing. Remember, we were losing massive amounts of numbers every day with that chat with Regina and Kwame situation. Literally, we were watching that chat go from 6,000 people to 4,000 people to 3,000 people to like damn near 2,000 people per chat. We're like, this lady's killing everybody.
Man, hey, I'm a Dammndee on this one. Like, and I understand what Barbie's saying. You can't knock her for looking at it the way she's looking at it. I see Miss Chicago says she cold-heartedly agrees. And Audrey's raining. I ain't got no thunder, but it's raining over here. Ain't no thunder, but you know what I mean? So yeah, Barbie makes great points, but I don't think we could actually know for sure what the relationship really was like between KB and the egg body, because you would have to have access to their phone conversations and their text messages. So yeah, I only know what KB has said, like in terms of her speaking to him in a way that was disrespectful, and he had to put her in her place to let her understand that, yo, I'm the boss. I'm that man. I'm that guy. You don't talk to me like that. You know what I mean? I don't know who you think you are, right? You need to temper your ass down, man. And of course, obviously, she's an elder lady, so the country brother in KB, I would think, you know, would have made the egg body have a little bit more leverage in terms of giving her chances. Let me just say it that way. You know, she being an elder, yeah. You know what I'm saying? People were saying everything about her, but KB has his own way to like you just said, like Dammndee just said, and True Essence said in the chat, he gives them a chance to show their ass, pretty much. Tell on themselves. What is a better way to do it? Giving Regina that power that she had with the channel, that to me, that was a setup. Even if he didn't intentionally set her up, I think that set her up to fail, because she couldn't help herself. The power was just so damn, the Celtics won the game. Damn. Wow, okay. They wow. Won by 20 points. Okay. But not enough about basketball. Miss Collins is here. I don't want to start putting her to sleep. I'm sure KB saw them coming. Man, listen, that's possible. That is possible. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I don't know. It's 50-50. It's in the air.
It's like, like, my God, how far do you let her go to let her show herself or whatever? Everybody is like, are you serious? Now maybe that's his thing, but that's how we saw it. That's how we saw it from looking from the other way. We're going, yeah, you're doing this because you're letting people reveal themselves or who they are and giving them all this stuff. But in the process, they're destroying a lot of shit. Yeah. So that's what was frustrating. So that's where we found all of these issues and these problems. Some people walked away with anger. Some people walked away keeping their pride intact. Some people walked away and said, this is a different part of my life.
A lot of people was emotionally invested in Bus life. They was definitely confused, angry with KB for how he handled the egg body, because some of them was directly affected by her. And in a situation like that, you, the content creator, you're never gonna win. You're gonna lose. But guess what? Sometimes you gotta lose to win. That's the thing.
People took it all different ways, but still those people were all lied on. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's how it all happened. Some of us, just took it a different way. I mean, and there's so many of us in the beginning when we were self-talking, so many of us had such close groups. And like the person just reminded me of the free rib dinners. You guys probably know what that was, but it was so many of us that we were so close. And then all that stuff happened. It was for everybody else, it was fun and experimental. But to a lot of us, it was like, damn, man, it's like, until you feel that happening to you, man, this is so like, man, they try to turn you into the bad guy. It's like, wow.
And I kind of agree with, was it change needed? I thought, like, I don't want to speak for KB, but I kind of think KB was giving Regina chances to give her opportunity to change, right? Because KB don't know all of us. Like, he wasn't, raised with us or anything. So he was like, all right, yeah, I see this and that, but let's just give her the benefit of the doubt. She's old. And this was when, she was running with that PTSD shit, right? And I was calling that shit. I was like, man, fuck that PTSD. Nah, she's just using that as a crutch. right?
Right. I think it became, I think in the beginning he was thinking she was going to change, right? But then that started to go out the window, and he focused more on her for redeeming herself amongst the people. When he gave her the wrench back the second time and said, Regina, take your rightful place and get your wrench back, that was him trying to allow her to redeem herself. More so, I think he then realized, okay, this woman isn't going to change, but at least try to redeem yourself. And he gave her that extra opportunity and that chance. And that's where things really spiraled out of control, because when she came back that second time and he said, take your place and your rightful place on the throne or whatever it is, here's your wrench back. That's when a lot of people just threw their hands up like, oh my God, and there's a lot of us that weren't even, either wasn't, a yay or nay or nothing. We were just around. We weren't necessarily not a Kwame supporter or a supporter. We just became, very frustrated because it was just like, wow, really? It's like, all right. So me, in my mind, I think in the beginning, like Change Is Needed said, he wanted, that he thought he could change Regina. But I think men realize that over time, when they deal with a certain woman for so long, they don't think you're going to change. All they can give you the benefit of the doubt is to redeem yourself. And that's what her opportunity was there, to redeem herself. And she did. And I think he had invested so much into her, and she had invested so much into him. And that's where the redemption part came in. For me, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's just your opinion. And at the end of the day, people can say what they want to say, man. Maybe he's a good dude. He's a good dude with a big heart. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
He's a good dude with a big heart. Pause.
Real talk, Dammndee. Yeah, I agree with that.
That shit. And sometimes people will take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say, man. He can't be a good nigga, man.
Yeah,
He can't be a good dude.
Indeed,
and he has a big heart.
Yeah, indeed. Some of the wabbits will even tell you that I'm not lying when I say this. Even outside of YouTube, when we all be in the DMs and stuff with each other, or I'll be telling them over the phone, I'll say, listen, Kwame's not a bad person.
Yeah.
Listen, you're thinking way too. I tell some of them, you're thinking way too far to this. He's not a bad person. You guys are tripping. You guys are free. I've said that in many different people's DMs, and actually, I've talked to people actually over the phone. People will actually call me. I will be in my house, and it'll say a call from YouTube people on my Instagram, and I answer it, hello, and they're like, what? And we'll run through the whole thing. I'll be like, listen, I'm like, you're going too far with it. Listen, I was like, it sucks, yeah, and Kwame doesn't see it yet, but listen, Kwame's not a bad person. Listen, and I'll say all that to them. I'll tell them it's not. Listen, it's a terrible thing what we went through, but there's certain parts of it you have to just let that go. Just let it go. It sucks, whatever. Just let it go. He's not a bad person. Listen, you need to look at people right now like Regina. Look at people right now what Sister T's doing. Line that up and tell me, let's calm down here. I mean, like R. Kelly said, there really is people out here locking women up in Hog Tie.
I don't know. I don't know. People trying to make KB like man, KB a good dude, man. Y'all just in y'all feelings, man.
Right. And I tell them that. I'll tell them I'll say, it's not that serious.
I'll be making him like he Hitler or something like.
And you know what, D? They will eventually agree with me. They're like, oh, you're right. It's not really. He's not a bad guy. He's not this. We just don't like how he acted like he didn't know this and he acted like this. And I said, well, you can't base it on what you thought was going on in that person's mind. You can only have an opinion about it, but your opinion stops right there. To let your opinion go to where it dictates you for the rest how you handle the situation, then it's all about you now. Then, right? It's your opinion. So let that opinion stay right there. Don't add nothing else to it unless they show you otherwise. Now, what Ears allowed people to develop all these opinions about him, but then he showed us who he really was step by step right before our very eyes. Yeah, we just, and remember, D, you even did that. Remember, like Barbie, remember I said, D, be careful. Ears.
Yeah, no. I remember my whole chat was blaming his ass. I'm like, no, man, Tears cool. I would try to give Tears the benefit of the doubt. So I know I know. It's like you try to give people the benefit of the doubt, like, nah, man, you know what I mean? Tears,
I was
like that. Yeah.
I was on your stage that day with Ears, and I'm like, this right here is not like, no, Barbie, calm down. You're like, Barbie, stop. Calm down. Look. Wait a minute. You're like, no, Ears is no, not gonna say that about Ears. I'm like,
I was like that. Yep. I was the same way. I was the same way.
Yep. And I was like, all right. And then he had the nerve. No, Barbie talking about me. No, you need to be looking out for Barbie and this and this and this. And I'm like, yeah, because your dumb tail listened to Regina, and you really believe that me and April Harmony knew each other, and that me and her have been taking down channels together. Are you guys nuts? So he absolutely believed. But even years later, 2 years, what was it, a year ago? So we're talking, a year and a half now. Even Ears at some point mentioned to the Wabbits that he even said, I can't even believe I believed her. I can't believe I actually believed her and helped her get that far with defaming everybody.
I got all that on video. I got all that. I got all that shit. I got it all.
Yeah.
My bad. Damn. My microphone went off. Man, that's a lot. Nah, I'm gonna say this. I understand people's frustration, in terms of what Barbie's talking about. Thinking that KB knew something, but then if you're gonna base your argument off what you think he knows, your argument is gonna be invalid. It's going to be invalid because, you can't prove that he knows what you think he knows. I've had people accuse me of stuff in real life, and they honestly, in their mind, thought I knew something that I didn't know. I've had that. I've personally had that. So it's unfortunate what happened to these people, what the egg body did with Tears. And the way how KB approached dealing with her, it rubbed them the wrong way. I understand that. It was frustrating. I get it. right? But if you do listen to KB's message, he does not really look at the celebrity construct the way y'all look at it. So y'all looking at it like, oh, this is KB and he's giving her the platform. She's the moderator, and you know what I'm saying? She got all this power because of him, right? That's what the people are doing, right? And he's looking at it like, all right, I remember him saying this. You're saying all of this thing about her. Well, who is going to take the strikes off the channel? She's here to do a job, right? Obviously, we've heard him say he told her to stay out the chat. Don't engage with the chat, just do her job, right? Because at the end of the day, to him, even with all the opinions that people had about her, she was still useful in the room because of what she could do for his channel. If the egg body just kept her ego in check and just shut the hell up, she would have been doing her job and been getting paid. But she's the type of person that wants more. She wants it all. It's all about her, and she doesn't have respect for nobody. No, and I mean nobody. Especially men. The egg body has no respect for men, and she has no respect for nobody, period. She's the only one that matters in the grand scheme of things. It's all about Queen. All you got to do is listen to these people, and they tell you about themselves. And Dammndee said something earlier in here. When people tell you, show you who they are, believe them. And the egg body has definitely shown everybody who she is, from taking the state junk to court and now aligning herself with the state junk to come at the Brown boys. That tells you everything you need to know about who this individual is. She's the king snake. All right? She's the head hippo. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever seen a group of hippo, y'all? Well, she's the head hippo. All right? She controlling the whole goddamn group of hippos. You know what? We're gonna have to start identifying the hip group. We gotta call them the hip group or the hip sector. She got a whole hip sector that don't have channels that are popping at all, like at all. Her channel is not popping, their channel is not popping, and they've been on here for years. They've been on here for years. So, you know, it's unfortunate that the people felt some type of way, but you know, it's all good. It's the internet. You know, they'll get over it, hopefully. I hope they don't just like act like, damn, you know, they're gonna hold this against the man for the rest of their life type of shit. That'll be weird. That would be weird. If KB does something I just can't rock with, man, I'm gonna exit left and I'm gonna move on. I'm not even gonna talk about it. I don't even have to be here. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. Like, that is an option. I'm not telling nobody what to do, but that is an option, because the attack on him is not because of what he did directly, right? People wanted him to see something that they saw, but he didn't see yet. That's why they're angry at KB. That's why a lot of people was angry at KB. I know a lot of people that's angry at KB right now because of that. Shout out to El Boogie. I know a lot of people angry at KB because KB is not seeing something that they see, or they think he's not seeing it. You know, whatever the case might be, he's not acting like he's seeing it, and it's frustrating them. And I'm like, yo, if he see it or don't see it, you know, to me it's whatever. I see it, and I'm gonna move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, he'll see it or he'll act on what he sees. Like, everybody don't react to information in the same time or in the same ways, and we gotta be mature enough to understand. Like, yo, you could warn me about somebody, but if I'm the type of person that's gonna give them a chance to prove you wrong or right, you shouldn't get mad at that. And I can relate because I'm that type of person. I give you up to the last moment to prove that you is who you say you are. Right? I really do give people a lot of leverage. I really do. In my real life and on YouTube. So I'll watch and observe and see where you're going with things. Is things going left? You know what I'm saying? That's how I am. And in this, like, I've learned this through experience over here. Even with that dude that called me out my name and said that I was a scammer. Even with him, I gave him grace based off what I saw. I never came out and said anything to anybody about him or tell anybody, oh, I'm withdrawing my support because of this. I just quietly, I spoke to him specifically, and, you know, the meat of communication was Instagram, of course, right? And let him know how I felt about stuff, right? And then I just quietly went about my way. And then months after, my name was being called and I was being disrespected, right? Very uncalled for. And my name was being defamed as well, right? Very uncalled for, right? I was just, I was chilling. I wasn't trying to tell nobody to not support him because of this and that. I never did that. That's not my intention. I'm not trying to take no money out of nobody's pockets. Do your thing. If that works for you, cool. I don't have to participate in that way of doing things. I wanna do things a different way. See, I can react to all videos and take from it the teachable moments and have discussions around it. It might be boring for some people, right? But some people might, take it, whoever take it, and use that and let it motivate them to, teach somebody else. Damn, if I always said this from the jump, if I get up every day and I can inspire one person, just one person, I've done my due diligence. I've done my job. That means I didn't waste my day. You understand? Sometimes I do get preachy, but there's a message behind it that anybody can really take and use. And then sometimes there's messages that you have to not only remind the audience of, but remind yourself. So it's like the energy flowing through you and you speaking is like, damn, you know what? I need to take my own advice based off what I'm actually saying right now. It's like God is reminding me of something very important. You know what I mean? Sounds corny, but trust me, that's real. That's real.
He actually came in, right, and then he turned on her. He was like,
and
yeah,
now they right back together, and that's why I said they got the weirdest fucking relationship. It's like they both know they snakes. They both know they snakes. They
right.
both, but they both need each other.
But D, listen, they're opportunists because they can't profit anything unless they're bouncing off of each other. Exactly. They realize if I'm by myself doing this, I don't get any no one notices. I don't make any money.
Bingo. Tears and Egg Body know that together, you know, they'll get some stuff moving and run some plays and get some traction and that type of stuff. But apart,
Yep.
But if I bring this person with me and it's two of us together, oh man, then I can at least make some change off of it.
Yeah,
right. And whether it's money or attention, it's all the same price because everyone has a price. You have a price, D.
Everybody got a price. Facts.
I have a price. True Essence have a price. Everybody has a price. You say, oh man, you're gonna get me for $50,000. Oh, you're not gonna get me. You don't know what your price is until it's right in front of you. And people all have a price. Some people know they're not gonna get any money out of it, but they know they're gonna get the notoriety. Some people know they're not gonna get it, but they can get the fame. So you know.
Big facts. Like Blister T, her price was paying for the views so she could seem like, you know, her channel is popping. So, you know, Sister T is in the house. Yeah. Lady in the Garden type of vibe. We popping over here. That's what she was on. Getting me that notoriety, baby. Have him talk about me.
And they do it all for different reasons, whether it's attention, good or bad, it doesn't matter. Like Sister T, at this point, she's just doing it for attention.
Oh,
she knows she's not gaining nothing from it. She knows
she ain't even monetized. She ain't.
Big facts. She just doing it for attention. Yep.
She's doing everything for attention.
Yeah. This is a person buying 25,000 views plus per show, and then D has the nerve to come to our faces basically and say we're crazy for thinking she's purchasing numbers.
That part.
Sleeping on the floor, looking stupid.
Right. It's like, what? How dare you come onto this freaking screen and tell us we're crazy? So if y'all think I'm purchasing all these views,
yo, I don't know why they do that. Why do they actually come on here and try to convince us of the lies? Like we dumb, like we stupid, like we don't see what's going on. Yo, just stop. Just stop insulting our intelligence. Please stop doing that.
I need to go eat out of my butt and eat out. It's like,
ew,
like, wait, what? Wait, you're sick. It's like you.
Barb, chill. I just ate. Lord Jesus.
It's the true definition of that. You believe your own lies. Literally, we are watching someone that believes their own lies. Like it's like you don't remember you purchasing the 25,000 plus people for real? Like, come on now, stop playing with me.
Yeah.
And if you didn't purchase it, and if she can say, well, she didn't purchase it, well, somebody you know did it, and you know that they're doing it.
Somebody you know did it, and they did it for you. Like, you purchased it anyway. You know what the hell going on, so stop it. Stop acting brand new.
So you can anybody say, I didn't purchase 25,000 views, so well maybe you didn't, but somebody you know did it, and you know they're doing it, and you're quite comfortable with it because you get back online every day, bring your happy tail back over here, and acting geeked and happy like it's really happening for you now. That's it, man. That goes to show you if you let your mind get reprobate, you let your mind get taken over, you will look like a fool in front of a huge number of people and don't even realize it.
Damn. Yeah, Bobby definitely was dropping gems on this live right here. Yeah, she was not holding back. Shout out to Barbie. Lord Jesus, wow.
That pretty much happens when you don't get the attention that you get in real life. So you wanted to do anything. People do anything for clout. People would
that too. But before that happens, do anything for clout. There has to be something that has happened to that person before they get to that point. So that person has been disobedient or done something in their life where they didn't let certain things go, or certain anger, or certain situations go, and it ate at them, and they became the person who they are today. This doesn't just happen overnight. This is a process.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you going to the barbecue and your uncle fuck you in the restaurant. You know.
Jesus.
Yo, the DJ, what is wrong with him, man? He taking straight shots. Look at him, taking straight shots at the egg body. But she did mention that. Ladies, is it your reality that you go to your family's barbecue and you're in fear at any point in your lifetime, young or older? You went to the barbecue and you're in fear that somebody's gonna pull you in the bathroom and basically take advantage of you in there. Are you guys in fear of anything like that when you was growing up, going to family barbecues? Because this egg lady, you know, her argument is that, like, this is normal. What y'all think? I tried the You know, I don't know. Somebody said she's lying. Somebody said never ever. Miss Connie said never ever. Tammy said she's lying. Audrey said, Tammy. I mean, knowing her, she does lie a lot, so I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. But just think about that. That's wild.
Yeah, no, shit crazy. And then you come on the internet and tell other people that they get fucked in the barbecue.
Oh, yeah, that right there.
Barbecue. You know,
Yeah, that right there is,
Projection
is
is real on these YouTube streets, you know?
very disturbing too. And the fact that you would take someone else's life and turn it into your past trauma, that means you are continually looking for trauma bonding situations, which is very dangerous. So the people that you see over in
continuing to look for trauma bonding experiences. I think that's what Halima does and Lovelace does. That's the only way I can explain them supporting a man like Tears. That's just my opinion. All right? That's a fact. A true victim would not support a sex offender. Facts.
Chats where people are seriously mentally ill, they are the people that are in that chat, they're egging them along and telling them to, keep going forward, keep doing what you're doing great. Those people are trauma bonding with that other person because they have a similar story or something that's happened in their life to where that person is, they can relate to them. And it's like, you know what, I can relate to this person and there's nothing nobody can say about me.
That's why
I want to see the winner be a hero.
And that's why I look at anybody that support Tears, you're a fucking weirdo. What happened to you?
Exactly.
Because you relate to that nigga for some reason, somehow you are related.
Talk about it, Dammndee. Let's really talk about it, man.
To that nigga, you're weird. If you are a Tears supporter, nigga, yeah, what happened to you? All right.
Yes, you are definitely trauma bonding. If you support that dude, definitely, male or female. Facts.
You basically exposing yourself. If you a Tears supporter, if you a Regina supporter, if you any one of those supporters over there, you're basically telling on yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to agree with that because that's what we're seeing. So this almost doesn't even become an opinion anymore. This becomes the reality of the situation. We have enough.
It's no more opinion. That's facts, Barbie.
Evidence in front of us to say, okay, this situation, these group of people, or this in particular, these are trauma bonding with each other because how do you let this get so far in your mind to where you're just sitting up underneath it and you're comfortable with it? That's insane to me. Yeah, so it's just one of those things where you just, it's almost like it's I don't want to say research, but like a study of watching a group of people, man. It's like we're watching each, not say crash out, but we're watching how far will you really go to get attention? What are you willing to do? Really?
Yeah, and the interesting thing about this, and what's so, I wouldn't say fascinating, but what's interesting is that we're seeing this play out day by day, right? Normally we would read about this or somebody would tell us a story. No, we see this shit play out day by day. We seen how it began and how it is now. We've been there day by day, like, oh shit.
Damn, yeah, that part, we've seen everything. Somebody said my family barbecues was nothing like that. She had sexual deviance in her family. She says it's not dysfunctional. Like, did she say that her family is not dysfunctional? And how do you explain being raped at the barbecue? That is what? Huh? Not dysfunctional? Whew.
It's like we've got the real Tyler Perry situation in front of us. We've got the real dialogue happening right for us. The only thing we're missing right now is murder. So be careful with that. Be careful with that. Exactly. Be careful with that. And I say that, D, because guess what? We have people pulling up on people right now.
Yo, that's a very good point, Bobby. The only thing that's missing is somebody getting excommunicated from the earth. And I remember, do y'all remember when Tears said the only way this stops is if somebody child is taken or somebody dies? Do y'all remember that? I marked down that statement in my head. I don't let it go. Yeah. Every time I always remember that statement that he made because it stood out to me and it was very alarming, and it really had me thinking, like, how far would this dude go? Like, to go against KB. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's talking about somebody has to die for this to end? Or, like, do you know how sick of an individual your mindset gotta be? I mean, just wow, man. Just wow.
We have gotten that far. Let's think about where we were 2 years ago. Let's think about where we were 2.5 years ago. Let's think about where we were a year and a half ago. People weren't pulling up on people. We have progressed. We have evolved now to the point where what's gonna be next? You know what I'm saying? Eventually, somebody's gonna put hands on somebody, and something's.
I don't think we've progressed. I think we've digressed. I think we've gone down like 20 steps lower, you know, on the average mindset. This is sick at this point. Yeah. Pulling up on people, talking about people's dead parents. Yeah, we've regressed. Definitely regressed. Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna turn out
Look,
right.
ain't nothing wrong with little ass whooping.
We got people going to jail, D. We got people going
Yeah,
to jail.
but them motherfuckers need to go to jail, okay? The people that
I would love for one, whoever that's just going out of their way to do the wrong thing. I mean, yeah, you don't need me, like, you know what I'm saying? The one that is going to be the catalyst for the wrongdoings. Man, we need change up in this bit. We need change. We need good change. Ain't entertaining these fools, man. Hell no. This shit getting crazy, bro.
went to jail deserve to go to jail. There's a few more people
That's
that
what
need to
I'm
go to jail, if you ask me.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, those motherfuckers, they should have been in jail longer. All right, and there's a couple more people that need to go to jail.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. If you want to go to jail right now and all this stuff for some stupid boozy stuff, then I'm just letting you know that's the mindset right now. That's the mindset. We got people out here that are telling us that the 20.
These people, namely Tears, want to do criminal, what seem to be criminal activity, like pulling up on somebody's house and saying that you're stalking them and saying that you got your family member 5 minutes down the road, and I bet you won't say this about my mom or this because I'm gonna do that to you before the end of the day. I'm like, bruh, what? Madness.
5,000 plus people popped up overnight, D. It's getting bad. And they want us to believe it. It's like, you believe it? It's like, what? You mean to tell me Sister T's members believe it?
57,000 people watching this all of a sudden, man.
I'm keeping the number, D, I'm just trying to keep the number at so our minds can even grasp the understanding of it. I don't even want to say 57,000 because if I have to think of 57,000, I just want to leave this whole sector, right? So I'm trying to, in my mind, keep it at 25,000 because that's probably.
No, we talking about Big Tilda. We talking about
Exactly.
Big 57K.
That's what I'm saying.
Sleep on the floor. 57K. Sleep on the floor.
That's how dangerous.
Farting and shitting in her dreams and shit. She over there sleeping, farting and shit.
This is how.
This motherfucker woke up and said, "Hey, are you farting in your dreams?" Like, what the fuck?
This is how the lengths. This is the lengths that they're ready to go through, D. This is the lengths that they're willing to go through. Is they can literally get on here and argue with people and say that those 25,000 plus.
57. Put some respect on Big Tilda. 57,000.
I'm wrapping my mind around that.
Yo, Dammndee is such a fool, man. He ain't letting up. It's 57, baby.
7,000. Wow.
That right there makes me want to turn the computer off. 57,000. Come on,
we
now,
talking about Big Tilda. We talking about the SVS sector. The Sister T sector.
Think about the insanity. Think about for to even believe that. For how do you sit in the chat where you go, yeah, those people need to stop lying on her. She overnight. You know, people get big overnight, and people. I mean, she in an algorithm. I heard somebody say she in an algorithm. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And if you believe that, you need to turn this fucking computer off. If you 7K, another job, got me fucked up. You're getting sick. Like, stop. You need to evaluate yourself. That's. I mean, come on.
Sister T told you that she was bigger than KB a long time ago. But listen, he's hungry and I need to eat right now.
Oh, I didn't. That because I want her to know that I know you're just.
She said that she was Barbiegirl teasing
creature, so to say.
All right, this is where she goes in and starts to read the Wall of Shame. We don't have to go through that. I want to shout out to Dammndee for the platform and bringing this story, bringing this series. All four has been great so far. Definitely up there. If you're not yet subbed up to Dammndee, I don't know what you're doing. You need to go get subbed up. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, if you're somebody in the bushes over here watching and you're not yet subbed up to Dammndee, and this is a subscriber-only channel, so when I go live, only my subscribers can type in my chat. You know what I mean? Newbies got to wait a little while before that is activated. So, yeah. Does anybody want to come up and add to what's already been covered here? You know, give your opinion real quick. Hit the link and come up. If nobody wants to come up, put a 2 in the chat. If you're saying nope, I don't want to come up, put a 2 in the chat so we can close this out. I've been on here 3 hours and 16 minutes. I made it, y'all. My team, the game has started already. The LA Clippers are at 34 points, and the Dallas Mavericks are at 22. It's still early in the game. This is the first quarter. It just ended. That's good. We're up 12 points. That's good. We just got to maintain that. This is where the basketball comes in. I'm going to get the hell up out of here, man. I want to thank y'all for being here with me the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are amazing. Y'all are awesome. Yeah. Shout out to Tammy, Hennessy Girl, Audrey, Miss Collins. Shout out to El Boogie. Shout out to Miss Collins. Shout out to Audrey, Hennessy Girl, Tammy. Who else was up in here? Miss Chicago. Salute to Miss Chicago. Yeah. All the beautiful ladies, Miss Empress 13, salute. Did anybody send me anything on the PayPal? Connor Ed, salute. Anybody send me anything on the donations, let me know. Mic check. Shout out to Maga. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody on the backup channel and the main channel. Hey, lovely. Pretty brown eyes came through. Salute to you, sweetie. You know, I don't see y'all a lot. Kev's Butterfly, salute. You know what I'm saying? Who else was in here? Candyman came true. Shout out to Candyman. Back to back. Hey, back to back. Back to snack. Black. It was nat. This is the mumble rap, and that's the master bat. Back to back. Yeah. I don't rap or fat. I'm just talking my cap. Cortez was in the building. CC was in the building. Yeah, Double Speaks was in the building. Ann was in the building. This girl was in the building. Shout out to all in the building. You know, T-Bone 3000 was in the building. You know, we're chilling. Honey 69 was in the building. You know, she building. Yeah. T. Smith was in the building. All the Bush Watchers, you know they make a killing. Yeah. Fake Keeper came through. Now that's my boo. Miss Collins, the first lady. That's the truth. Yeah, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out for pulling up. Thank you, guys. I'm glad you appreciate the live. Yes. If you haven't hit the like button already, please do so as you exit. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I couldn't have said it better myself. Lord have mercy. See y'all, man. It's basketball time, baby. You're proud of here. Yeah.